Hey, you guys. I know I came on early, but I'm off for 4 days. One, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I got time. And then I got on a little early because I need to do some schoolwork. Some stuff got to be turned in tonight. So at 11:59, right before midnight. So I'm gonna just wait for y'all to come on into the room. I see 8 people, sis. Y'all hit the like button. It's 8 people in here. Hit the like button. Also, y'all, I'm so behind in my hours on here. That's because I haven't been getting on here like I used to. Y'all know I got a lot of stuff going on. Also, donate to the channel to help the channel because I don't feel bad. Like the super the super stickers. Let's see. Please support the channel. Okay. So so I got a goal. I hope the goal. Y'all. Let's see. I see M Rose. She said, "Hey, Miss T, my love. I miss you, sweetheart. I miss you too, darling." Nay, nay. Jew. Do you know where Justin Johnson is housed at with TDOC? You know what? I don't. Where is he housed at? I saw it, but I can't remember. It ain't. My head ain't. I can't remember. What's up, Voss Mills? Miss Rita? It's Bama TV. Y'all donate to the channel. I got a goal up, and I would like to fulfill the goal tonight. And then after we get off here, what's up, Rob? We're gonna go into the members, into the platinum. Y'all know we did it last night. I jumped off. I saw something. I was like, oh my freaking God. I jumped off and went into the platinum. Watching these last closing arguments of Julio Fulio. So do you all think that the young lady, hey, stop. You think the young lady is going to be convicted? Was it Bledsoe? But I highly doubt he do long time there. They transfer people out. Oh. I thought he was over there at TDOC. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about that I'm gonna talk about it, I guess, when I get to it. Y'all know we normally wait 5 minutes. Hey, positive vibes for everybody to come in. She may be charged with a lesser charge, but I believe she gonna be found guilty. Happy Halloween. Oh, I forgot to get some candy. I can order some for DoorDash. I'm gonna order some candy. If it might be too late. I mean, I ain't gonna open no door for nobody. I was gonna, get some pumpkins and sit them out in front of the door, but maybe I don't need to do that. Neither, child. Just go on, leave me alone. I just want to be left alone. I've been watching this trial as well at work. Oh wow! I watched it for a few days, and then I ain't watch it no more. I'll start watching it. I'm interested in seeing if they're gonna get Ace Young, Young and Ace. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Hey, Miss Patricia. Hey, King Deshaun, I ain't seen you in here in a long time. Positive vibes. What's up, the Alabama hitter? What's going on? What you doing? What you up to? Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys, it's been almost 6 minutes. Okay, first I want to talk about a missing 13-year-old girl from out of Louisiana was found in a box in a basement in Philadelphia of a man. Okay. Um, just in further doing research, they said that this man was reported. Um, he was reported for trafficking of little girls, and this girl was kidnapped. Okay, she was kidnapped. All girls. Let me just say this because I think sometimes people have the issues confused when they say, young girls and stuff have been put into trafficking. They want to say they were runaways. That's not what happens the majority of the time. Oftentimes these are kids that was walking home from school, somebody jumped out on them. You see, he took her from Louisiana way across country, way to Philadelphia, okay, trafficking her and put her in a box. Now, there was a case that I did with a young lady called Destiny. God, I forget Destiny's last name. Her mother, they're from out of New York. Hold on one second. This was some years ago. And yeah, Destiny Butler. I remember I did that show. Yeah. So that young lady went missing. This is her picture. Okay. And she was from out of New York. Now, that was during the time that they had like the chat lines and stuff, and they couldn't see each other. That's before technology really speeded up. Okay. So this was like this, right? I did this video like 9-10 years ago. Okay. And this young girl had gone missing because she met someone on a chat line. Okay. Because she had met someone on a chat line, and she thought that it was a 14-year-old boy. At the time she was 13 going on 14, and they sent her a bus ticket, and she took the bus ticket, the money for the bus ticket, and went to Detroit thinking she had fallen in love on a chat line with a 14-year-old boy, being too naive to understand that 14-year-old boys that 14-year-old boys ain't got no money, right, to pay for no bus tickets. Okay. Hold on for a second, y'all. Anywhere. And so I was interviewing her mother. Okay. Her mother had reached out to me. And so I was interviewing her mother because she was wanting to reach out to different talk show hosts from different cities, basically. Okay, from different cities. And come to find out, when she got to Detroit, it was a human trafficking ring. Okay. It was a human trafficking ring. They lured her there. Okay. She was young and naive. They lured her there. She thought she was just going to go for the weekend and get her butt whooped by the time, come back home, get her butt whooped. When they got there, the first day that they picked her up from the bus stop, okay, she thought it was the young boy dad that she thought she was communicating with. They gang raped her immediately. That was to break her spirit. Once they got her there, they gang raped her. Okay. um Destiny had always had such a strong spirit, right? She was a vibrant young girl. So she would not immediately, they wanted to put her into prostitution. She would not immediately prostitute. So what they did was they put her in a cage, a 13-year-old girl. They put her in a cage and stopped feeding her. So these are the types of things that these rings do to break these little girls' spirits. And the reason that they get little girls is because more money is paid. Rich guys, unfortunately, a lot of rich guys like children. So they get high dollars for kids. This is something that I have been preaching about forever. Definitely a passion. And so they ended up, then what they started doing was they started putting they started shooting her up. They started shooting her up with heroin, okay, against her will, while they had her in the cage to get her strung out on drugs, okay? To get her strung out on drugs. They started giving her heroin, okay, to get her strung out on drugs. And then once they got her strung out on drugs, I mean, she kind of complied. She was not herself anymore. She didn't know how to go home. And so what her mother did was her mother ended up getting with two of the best private investigators out there in New York. And they got with a lady that knows how to tap into the Pentagon from out of Missouri. Why my mama call me as soon as I get on here? Hold on. Hello? Huh? On my podcast. Well, what's up? Mm-hmm. 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 What? Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Down these children so they can be found
Yeah.
and located. It is something that the public needs awareness on because
Mm-hmm.
we need to stop
Okay.
it and save our children.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting our kids on drugs as a
Okay.
control
Well, I'll check.
technique.
I'll see what I can find out. All
And
right,
that
bye.
is, it's
Yeah, I
hard,
told my mama I was on my podcast and she kept talking just like I didn't tell her. How? Okay, so you guys, that was her mother. That was her mother that I was talking to. And so what ended up happening was, to make a long story short, um, when the human trafficking ring from out of Detroit realized that she had gotten private investigators and they had contact with people that used to work with the government that knew how to they was putting a lot of these little girls on Backpage, okay? Just like I tell y'all what's going to happen on YouTube sooner or later, it ended up happening on Backpage. And so what she did was, those private investigators that she hired ended up getting with some retired government workers that knew how to tap into some stuff to find her on Backpage, okay, to figure out, once they started seeing her videos of her prostituting and having sex with, I mean, they were selling the sexual content, okay? So they sold her, they ended up, once they realized that the IP address was from out of new from out of Detroit. The private investigators went out to Detroit. Okay. They went to the house. It scared those guys. They ended up selling her to a politician back in a small town in New York. Okay, a couple hours from where she grew up at. And she was living in this small college town, and she was living with this man that was a known politician. And because he treated her better than these guys had treated her, she was content. By this time, she had developed Stockholm syndrome. Okay, and he wasn't beating on her, and sit your butt down. He wasn't beating on her and stuff. But to make a long story short, these are the types of things that they do to these little girls. Just like they was able to sell that little girl right there, Destiny, to a politician because she was still a child at that point. Destiny is now about 21 years old. She's got her own family. She moved to the South. She lives on a farm with her children and her husband. But she had to go through a lot of counseling. Like the things that once they started getting her off of those drugs, they had to get her detox and all of that. Once they started getting her off of that stuff, she started to talk about a lot of the things that they did and how it was more girls that came through there, little girls that was coming through there that, you know, they would keep and then they would sell to other people, and some little girls that they would beat to death if they couldn't make money. Like it's really sad what's going on. So something similar, because Philly is right up there by. I showed that show because that's one of the shows. This is how long that I've been doing this, like these missing persons and these cold cases. Okay, for a very long time. I started out doing it on my TV show on Comcast, right? Now, so now there's a young girl that went missing in Louisiana, okay, recently. Hold on one second. Okay, here it is right here. Y'all know I could talk about this all day, but I know y'all don't want to get to it. Okay. It says missing girl found in box in basement of Pittsburgh home. Trafficking, sex assault charges filed. A missing juvenile from Louisiana was found concealed in a box in a basement of a Pittsburgh home. According to Louisiana First News, the victim was a 13-year-old girl from Baker, Louisiana. A criminal complaint detailed how the juvenile was found following a child line report to a Pittsburgh Bureau of Police Special Units. So somebody ended up calling that knew him and what he was doing, that he had kidnapped this child and had put her in a ring. And then, you know, I guess at night he would put her in a box in his basement. That's to break somebody's spirit, you know, keeping a child in a box. Okay. It says federal agents executed a search warrant at the home on Davis Avenue in Pittsburgh, Brighton Heights neighborhood. When authorities arrived, officials say they found the juvenile in the basement in a sheet-covered box. After being discovered, officials say the victim told authorities what happened. The criminal complaint states the girl met Keyshawn Crumity over Snapchat. She said Crumity said he was 26. She was supposed to get her adopted by a trusted adult. So she thought that she was about to be adopted. Okay. It says the report says while at a Greyhound bus station in Washington, she met a woman who asked if she needed help. The victim says she told Crumty she was bringing a friend with her to Pittsburgh, adding the woman accompanied her to the home on Davis Avenue. Shut up. Hey, stop. The first night at the home, the criminal complaint states all three slept in a bed in the basement. The victim said Cromity gave her edibles and alcohol while she was in the home. Officials say the victim was sexually assaulted. I said stop. The victim was sexually assaulted at least once or twice a day by Cromity for the weeks she was in the home. Cromity allegedly told the victim he would get in trouble and that he knew she was a runaway. Cromity also allegedly admitted having intercourse with the victim multiple times. Okay. Y'all, this is crazy. What did the woman come in at? And y'all know this is a shame. I got to talk about this, okay? It's a damn shame when women are supposed to be nurturers by nature. You know, I remember a time where they would always say, you know, hey, and I'm not saying that all men are predators, okay? But we knew how it used to be in the day, back in the day, okay? When there were sickos that like to fill on children. Now you can't even trust your kids with women because women, a lot of women now don't have any emotions. They're screwed totally up. And what I see from a lot of women is a lot of them have had traumatic childhoods. And so they be twisted, right? They have gone through hell as a child. Instead of getting some type of help, they like to see other women go through hell. Okay, they want to see somebody else go through the exact same pain or worse. So they adopt those traits and then they start helping men that are predators to prey on children just like they were preyed on. Okay, so I think it's a darn shame when you have women now that participate in rings when they're supposed to be nurturers. A lot of these bitches got kids themselves. How in the world could you ever participate in helping to ruin a child? Okay, some predator to prey on a little girl. Okay, when you are a woman yourself, right? Whatever happened to that? We're the mothers of all. We're the mothers of all kids, really, because we're supposed to carry that nurturing spirit. We're supposed to be protecting children and men too. Okay, the men supposed to be protecting the women and the kids. Okay, but they participate in things of this nature because girls are more than likely more so to trust women. So now they get women on these human trafficking teams to lure the little girls in. What kind of world do we live in? Okay. Oh, now this is a darn shame. A 13-year-old girl. What could he do with a 13-year-old girl, y'all? As a man, okay? What can a 13-year-old baby do for you? And I'm gonna tell you something, ladies. I get real suspicious about men. And I ain't trying to make this no man bash. But I get real suspicious of men that try to justify, okay, little girls being messed with. The first thing that's, I was probably married a 14-year-old. You pervert, you freak, you bitch, you hoe, you dog. I want to call him everything in the book. You good for nothing. You worse than vomit. You garbage. I can't stand to hear people try to justify when anybody is raped, women and kids, especially when they talking about kids. Elvis Presley married a little girl. Why I can't do it? You freak. If you a woman and you around a man that do that, you need to hide your damn kids. And if you with him, you better get away from him. Okay, because his instincts, his protective instincts are supposed to turn over in his damn brain. No, ain't no 13-year-old. Can't no 13-year-old do nothing for no 20-something-year-old man, no 30, 40-something-year-old, 50-something-year-old damn man. That's a baby. Okay. So I have issues when I see people trying to justify stuff like that. Well, Elvis Presley married Priscilla. She was 14. Why the white mans just get to do it? And because a lot of these cuckabug heads feel like if the white people do it, then it must be right. Okay, why I can't go and rape kids because the white mans just do it? I don't like freaks like that. Okay, I don't like freaks like that. I don't mess with you, period. I think you're garbage. You're sick. Okay. I remember they did a documentary on MPD back in the early 90s. And they had this man on there they was from up there in South Memphis. They went and arrested him. He said I told him not to leave them kids around me. He said, I don't be wanting to touch on my little cousins and nieces, but he had already been to jail for it. His family told him he said he had been going to church. They've been taking him to church, and they said he was delivered. Okay. So you lead kids around a predator because you take him to church and get olive oil diced on his head and say he done been delivered, and so he ain't gonna touch no more kids. When that's a sickness. That's a sickness. Okay? That's a sickness. And so that's why women, especially when you're single mothers, you have to be very careful about who you bring around your kids. Okay? I didn't bring different men around my children. Okay? And maybe the couple that I did bring around them, I watched them like a hawk to see how they was looking at my kids. They ain't got no business looking down. If you looking down, you looking at their butts. Okay. I remember when I was working at Crime Stoppers, I took my at the time my baby girl was going to a daycare downtown. She was going to that school over there off of Crump. It's closed down now. Was it Georgia Avenue? It might have been Georgia Avenue. It's closed down. It's over there by where Venice and them live at. And there was a little room that we used to watch TV in. And I took her, I went and picked her up from school and went back to work and told her to sit in the room in the office with us and look at TV. And Jones, shout out to Jones. I saw he got promoted to lieutenant. Shout out to Jones. He used to work in there with me. And he said, Tamara, I ain't gonna even lie. I was scared to go in that TV room because I used to talk about that stuff then that I didn't trust. I believe in it and everybody ought to be around kids. He said, I was scared to go in there when she was in there. I ain't gonna even lie. Because I didn't play. And Jones wouldn't have did anything to her. But that's a man being conscious, because you got some men, and I understand why now. They won't even change a little girl's diaper. And a lot of times they probably ain't got no business doing it. But that they want, no, I'm gonna let my mama and them change. And it be their own damn daughters. I'm gonna let my mama change. Not because they want their child, it's just because they're conscious of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got no issues with no man saying that. No, I'm gonna let my mama and them change a little pamper, okay? Because I had cousins that did it with me. Come here. When we were growing up, my cousins and them were having little babies and stuff. Come here. If they mamas worked there, come here, change her diaper. I mean, we just changed it. Okay. Plus size Betty says, I got a son. That's why I'm single now. Right. You have to be very careful about who you bring around your kids. And now the little boys are more vulnerable than just as vulnerable as the little girls, because now these men be wanting these women because they got little sons, because they on the down low. Okay, they want to do their thing with these kids, these women's sons. That's why a lot of times when they come into a household, I don't know why they move them up in the house with their children and stuff, and they got small, young kids. They immediately start trying to put fear in those boys, okay? Especially if they're not teenagers yet. They want to put fear in them, establish some type of fear. Now, if it's a teenager, he beats big and tall, he gonna be talking in the mama ear to put him out. Cause see, that is a threat to him because he know he gonna stick him. So he want to be able to mistreat the mama, and he want to be able to have his way with his little brothers, the woman's little boys. So he need that teenager gone because he gonna chop him up. Okay. And what the sad thing about it is, you have a lot of women that do it. Well, little Rufus said that little BB was smelling himself, and Rufus want to be the man of the house, so I put BB out. She's so damn stupid. She don't understand. Rufus want BB gone because he know BB gonna whoop his ass. That's a young boy full of energy that's probably gonna stump a hole in his ass trying to protect this damn mama and his little brothers and them. But she talking about Rufus' ass is wanting to be the man of the house because she don't even know what being the man of the house entails. Okay, a lot of these women real weak, and it ain't that they weak for no Peter, because a lot of these men ain't got no stamina, so they ain't even getting no dick. Excuse my French. They ain't doing nothing. They can't even keep it up. They don't even want the woman. They want the little boys, so they can't even get a hard up. So he ain't laying no pipe down in the bedroom. He limp. He on all kinds of pills and drugs and all of that. So, and diabetes medicine, high blood pressure and shit. He been a crackhead for 50 years. He can't get nothing up. But he do when he looking at them little boys. Okay, so these women just want a man in the household. They ain't getting dick down. They just stupid. Okay? They traumatized. All right? So we got to protect our children. Now, that dude, he needs to get the chair. He needs the chair. Can y'all imagine? I mean, he was reported. So he been doing this to other kids. He been doing this to other kids. I remember this guy that I was dating. He took me to pick up something. Okay, he had a pickup truck, and I was getting some furniture, and that's at the time you can get stuff on Craigslist and stuff. So he took me to pick up something, and my daughters was in the back seat of his truck, and he kept looking in his rearview mirror at the time one of my daughters was about 11. He kept looking in his rearview mirror. That was it for him. I'm like, what the fuck he glancing at my daughter for? I mean, I had been knowing him for a long time. That's why he was coming around. But I mean, that just he ain't had no business constantly looking back there at my motherfucking child. See, I'm very conscious. Maybe he didn't mean no harm, but you looked one time too many. You might be a freak. Okay. I thought I knew you. Maybe I don't. You can't come back around. Okay, because I don't want to have to unload on nobody. That's why I didn't bring people. I was very protective of my kids. My children came first. Okay, they always came first. And a lot of people might say, well, you crazy. How come the man couldn't look in the rearview mirror? Why he keep looking in the rearview mirror at my motherfucking daughter? And she 11 years old. Okay. And maybe he didn't mean no harm, okay? But you don't ever know what's going through somebody's head. He never gave me, like, maybe I'm paranoid, okay? But I mean, I'd rather have been safe than sorry. I don't want to see you no more, okay? Because you might be a freak, and then I'm gonna have to unload on you, okay? Anyways. I'm glad that the little girl was found. I hope they get her into counseling. And yes, I'm the same way about my grandbaby. Okay. I tells my daughter right now, I wish you would. I wish you would leave her with one of your friends and ask one of your friends to keep her. I wish you would. Mama, I'm not going to. I don't care nothing about no godmamas. You don't leave her with no godmamas. I don't know what godmama got going on in her house. She ain't out. I better not find out. I better not find out you leaving my grandbaby nowhere. Now her other grandmama can keep her. She got her this weekend. I don't mind her keeping her. I don't mind the daddy keeping her. Okay, he got a okay. He a good little boy. He is, but he be around a whole lot of guys. I don't necessarily like that, but I don't believe he'll let nothing happen to his daughter. So I don't say nothing to my daughter about that, but I better not find out that she's leaving her with nobody else. Okay. Anyways, y'all hit that like button. Okay. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel, you guys. Support the channel. Support the channel. Hit the Cash App or the Super Thanks. I am going to open the line up. I know y'all say it's something. Miss T is something wrong with her. It's something wrong with all of us. Okay, I'm just very cautious about stuff. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I mean, with that guy, I have been knowing him a long time. We have been talking and stuff, but you take me to pick up some furniture, and then you constantly looking at your rearview mirror, and I'm looking at you, looking at my daughter. I mean, I don't know what was going through his head. I just know it. I don't think stuff like that is normal. That's right. It's better to be safe than sorry. Being a single mother, you have to watch kids with their own parents, let alone somebody else. Okay. Um. Anyways, hold on, you guys. Okay, y'all. Cornelia Smith had went to court. Cornelius had gone to court. I'm trying to pull it back up. Look, y'all know I ain't been getting on here a lot, so I'm full of energy today. I took my Geritol and drinking my coffee late in the day. I'm gonna be wired up. She 11 years old. She's starting to fill out. Mm-hmm. So I didn't trust him on that. He just couldn't come back around no more. I didn't want to talk to him no more. I mean, because you don't ever know what people thinking. I really didn't have. I'm gonna say this. I used to think, because like with my family, especially with my grandmother was real firm on stuff like that. And it came from like my great grandmother. Like my grandma's mom, we call her Ma. That's what we call her, Ma. I guess we're trying to say mama, we call her Ma. And and my great grandmother had 14 girls. And so if they had children before they got married, and then they turned around and got married, and that happened with all of my great grandmother's kids, even with my grandmother. My great grandmother would not allow the children that they like all of like my mother, a lot of my mother and all of her first cousins and stuff, they all grew up like brothers and sisters, honestly, because out of those 14 girls, all of them but about two, no, all of them but one had kids before they got married. So the kids that they had before they got married, my great grandmother would not allow them to go with them. If they got married and moved to other states, she would keep the kids that was not the husbands, because she wouldn't let them take them. I mean, she ruled with an iron fist, and she said that she kept them because she didn't believe that she feared that whoever the man that they married wouldn't treat the kids like they were their own. I mean, that's how she felt. So she kept them and raised them, right? And then if they got a divorce or something like that, she would give them back. That's kind of, I mean, it's weird, but it was like it was a repetitive thing, because I remember when my kids were like maybe they were going on teenagers or something like that, and I decided, I was like, you know what, I want to get married. My grandmother was still alive at that point, and I remember I'm talking about my own grandmother, my mama's mom, and they kept that cycle going in our family because I remember saying that in front of my grandma. My grandma was like, "You're not ready to get married." I said, "Why not?" She said, "Cause I know you don't want to have to leave your kids." I said, "Leave my kids where?" She said, "You're not taking those girls if you get married. You're not gonna be able to take those girls." I said, "Yes, I am taking my girls." She said, "No, if you get married, I'm not gonna let you take those girls." I don't know how she thought she was gonna keep them, but that's something that they kind of, I don't, I think that was a that I don't know. I don't think that was a good thing, but that's how they were older people. That's kind of, I guess, what they did in the old days. I don't know, but that's what my grandmother said, and I think subconsciously when my girls was growing up, when my last daughter turned 18, I remember saying, now that my girls are adults and stuff, and I mean it's still my babies, I always help them. Maybe now I could start preparing myself for a husband because like maybe it was the best thing because I would have been subconscious about it. I would have been watching him. I made his life a living hell. Trying to make sure that I don't know, you pray and you pray to marry to the right person and all of that. But sometimes we can be scarred and messed up from what we've learned in our family and all of that. Like, you always watch the guys, even though you have men that come in, their stepfathers, because it happened with us, with our granddaddy, and they're the best stepfathers. They're better than the damn fathers. Um, that definitely happened with us with our granddaddy. But hey, you know, I know. I guess when you know better, you kind of do better. But that's just kind of something that I followed because I was like, okay, my girls are grown now. I could start preparing. I could really start preparing myself for a husband because now I've raised my girls. That's weird. And one of the things that because I feel like I gave them everything. I had help from my family and all of that. I used to always say, I wish I could have given them a good father. That's something that I felt like that's something that I cheated them out of as kids. I was like, dog, um, the guys that I had them with, I mean, they were cool or whatever, but they at that time they were not good fathers. I was like, I wish I could have given my girls. I wish I could have would have chosen better and given my girls good fathers so that they could have had that consistency in their life instead of a bunch of bitches that when they got mad at me they decided, well, I'm mad at you, bitch. I ain't get ready to do nothing. And that's kind of what happened. Okay. Emotionally messed up. Okay. But I mean, everything always works out. It always work out in the end, right? I always validated them, and that's what's important. You always validate your children, even if whether the other parent is there or not. I never talked bad about the other parent and I always validated them. I tell everybody I love them. So you can only imagine how often I told them I love them, how pretty they were, all of that stuff, right? Like I had a really good support system. Anyways, we got to protect the kids, y'all, and we got to start doing that, validating our young women and our young men because they are vulnerable too. People look at them as prey, also. They're snatching the little boys, and like I said, they used to take them to this place in Utah and take them underground and shoot them up for like 30 days so that they could get them strung out on drugs and then put them out on the street. And once you shooting somebody up for about 30 days and stuff, they don't know who they are anymore. Like they're strung out. They don't know how to find their way back to their family. Nisa says, "Hey Tamara, I was the same way. I have sons and they're 21 now and ready to date." Right. It was really hard for me to just really I never really did a lot of dating anyways. I've never really done a whole lot of dating because when I would get into relationships, I would be in relationships forever. um with guys that were not worthy of the loyalty, but you familiar with him, like, dog, I've been with him for 2 years, 3 years. Like, it was somebody else, he gonna be worse. I may as well stick it out with this joker until I couldn't stomach him no more. Like, damn, I'm getting ready to cheat on him. So you get thinking about, nah, I done made up my mind. I'm getting ready to cheat. I decided it's time to go. Especially, yes, I'm cheating on you, ho. So it's just time to go on and go, cause I don't wanna. I dealt with street dudes quite a bit. So I dated them for. I mean, we've been in relationships for a long time. So I don't want to get nobody killed or nothing. Miss T, please, can you check your inbox? Okay, let me check my inbox. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, okay. Y'all could tell I ain't been on here in a long time. I'm just all Miss Chatty Patty child. We all go through the same shit here. I need to pour me some wine, but if I pour some wine, I get to talking and saying shit I ain't got no business saying. Y'all know when I get relaxed and get to talking and get drunk. Y'all remember that night I got on here and I was drinking wine and got drunk and told everything that I just got to talking too much and had to delete the whole damn live the next day. So that's why I don't really drink on here no more. And cried on here too. Yeah, I get to drinking and crying and shit. So I ain't gonna make no fool out of myself tonight. That's why I don't really drink either, because I get to think about my grandmama and them and start crying and stuff. My daddy. Hey, Hitter, I sent it to you. That's what that Young Dogs case was going on. Somebody called me and said, Tam, did you mean to say what you said? It's like, you don't think you said too much? I went back and looked at the live. I said, oh, Lord, I sure did. I should have just put it on private, but I deleted the whole damn live. Oh, Lord. Y'all know I talk about I love that sweet bitch. Ways. What's up, Hitter?
What is popping? What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. What you been up to?
Yeah.
You been good?
You know what? I have. I
That's
have.
good.
I have. Yes, indeed. We back. We back.
We back?
We
Ain't
back.
that a blessing? We
Come
back.
on, man.
You gonna come on tomorrow night or tonight?
I'm coming on tonight.
All right.
Tonight. Yes. Yes. I ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? Do that. I ain't finna take over and woe is me and yada yada yada. Let's get to the topics.
Let's get to the topics.
Yeah, salute to everybody in the chat. Hey, Cypress TV said, "Can I get in on this?"
Yeah, I'm sending him the link right now.
Positive vibes was good.
We get ready to talk about Cornelius and CEO Teezy.
Okay. Speaking of CEOs, CEO Jizzle just dropped a mixtape today. Go
Shout
run
out
it.
to Jizzle.
Yeah.
We gotta
Yes.
listen to that. So is it on his Instagram?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Joy loves God. Salute to you. Salute to you, loved ones. Salute to Angel, the real boss, Dyson Jones. Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
So
Go
what's going
Jizzle.
on with Cornelius?
Um, I'm looking on his channel. I don't see it. I'm not on his Instagram. Well, Cornelius went to court today, but I was looking at another channel. Shout out to Petty Talk. I was looking at another channel. Some channels I go and look at, and I might be doing something else. I be in the bushes sometimes, but I saw where Straightdrop had posted the other day. What is it, Mister? Is it Mister Petty Talk?
I guess.
And the
Yeah, Mr. Petty talk. Yeah,
they took down. I guess it was in his story, right? I'm talking about Straightdrop, so it disappeared,
he posted
and
Gino.
huh?
He posted Gino.
Um,
I saw the post when he posted Gino.
did he post? Can't fake my love for you, bro. Just watch over me. Not
I did not
that's
see that. I did not see that one.
it was. He was talking to. Posted as CEO Teezy,
Okay, okay.
and he posted. I see what Mr. Petty talk. He says, "Can't fake my love for you, bruh. Just watch over me at CEO Teezy."
That's yeah, okay.
So we didn't really hear a whole lot, or straight drop. We didn't see him say post anything when CEO Teezy had lost his life or whatever. But for him to be saying at this point, he said, "Oh, he said maybe I should pull it up, shit, because I don't know if I read the
Hey,
whole."
pull it up. Cypress. What's
Shout
that
out to
on?
Petty Talk. This is it right here. He says, "Can't fake my love for you, bruh. Just watch over me. This shit crazy." Now, Straight Drop has been sentenced. So I wonder what's going on now. I wonder if somebody, dropped. I dropped some stuff in the members last night in the platinum that I saw. I wonder if it's as it relates to that, or I wonder what's going on with him. What could be crazier than spending life in prison? Now he asking Teasy to just, I can't fake my love for you. Just watch over me. This shit crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He was shouting out a bunch of his homies that was gone. He posted up Gino the same way.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes you get in your feelings. you know, sometimes you get in your feelings. You start thinking about the good old days when we were just playing basketball. We was all on the same team. Everything was so pure. And you know what I'm saying? One thing led to another. Now everybody hopping in cars and got on masks, and it can go left. And I think that's what he meant when he said, "Man, this shit crazy, bro." How we started off so innocent and ended up like we ended up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
TB21 said he got worried about Howard Barnett is my guest. You
Sure will. Then he know he's out of here.
never know. I
what
tell you.
up? What up, TV? Teresa, what's going on, Teresa? Yeah, but it could be. It could be. But sometimes you know what I'm saying, you go to drifting down memory lane and things like that. But hey man, that's just me being naive. That's just me being naive. But yeah, he ain't
Or
going nowhere no time
or
soon.
somebody could be telling some things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to see how Barnett's case solved.
Yeah.
I think some people kicking up some fuss in the background about Howard's case since they got wind of how his case has been treated.
Man.
So yeah, I think some people kicking up some fuss, and since they know now how his case has been treated and the people that's connected to it. You have 20 motherfucking investigators that has been on that case because everybody 20 because everybody and I'm not gonna say a whole lot about it. Everybody that goes over to missing persons is getting is in the drop, and so they just want a little gravy job, right? And so there is a new investigator on the case, but I guess he thought he was going. I don't know what he thought, but that ain't what it is. So it ain't no telling what's going on, because a lot of times when them files and shit is big and they don't want to go through them.
Right.
and they get to talking about I believe his case is gonna be solved. I can tell
Well,
you that right
as
now.
long as they cracking the whip, and getting
Yeah,
down to the real. I'm gonna say it, meat and potatoes. You know.
the real meat and potatoes. And I just think that
Hey, Miss
um
Debbie.
I don't think that his case was I don't think that his case I don't think that they handled his case right. Um
because they never intended on solving it.
why you think they never intended on solving it? Hey, Miss Debbie.
And they know they can solve a lot of these cases. They don't want to solve that shit. They know exactly what went on. Now, see, the state ain't gonna touch it because they take a lot of because the district attorneys take a lot of money up under. Y'all know what go on. They shows you what go on.
Neil says Straight Drop's whole crew is either dead or doing major long-term bids. Drop is about to get more time for Barnett's situation. Do y'all think Straight Drop has something to do with that?
With what?
What happened to Howard Barnett?
Yeah, yeah.
I
He
do
knows.
too. I think he has something to do with it too. I think he has something to do with it. I do. I think he has something to do with it.
I think in the end they gonna come to him with the death penalty.
Whatever went on, I really wish. I think they're gonna find out what happened anyways. It's gonna take the right person gonna crack
All they gotta
if
it's
they keep
simple. All you
picking at
gotta do
the
is
egg. You
once you
said
go
what?
put that once you go put that pressure on that one person, they gonna fold and the whole case gonna fall and get left.
Yeah, I think that it's sad that this man has been missing now for what 8 years. He's been gone for it been for 8 years. Rest in peace to Howard Barnett. Rest in peace to him.
Most
Um,
definitely.
but Straight Drop calling out to Teezy. We haven't heard Straight Drop say anything about CEO Teezy, even when he was um unfortunately he lost his life. Okay.
Yeah.
His unaliving is still unsolved. Straight Drop didn't he post quite a bit, or somebody is posting quite a bit for him from jail. He
I,
never referenced Teasy, and now all of a sudden he's saying he can't hide his love for him. So I wonder, why now? Why would he say he can't hide it? Why would is he being was he expected to hide it?
no, I don't. And like I said, call me naive. I don't think that it's nothing, just that's just overshadowing. I feel like that, doing everything that was going on with him and Govan and Cornelius, I feel like, he wasn't speaking on none of that. But now he can. So it's just like, but that's just me. That's how I feel about it, And it could be something going on, but you know,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So Miss T, let me can I say it? Can I say I'm not gonna take a long time. I want I just want to say salute to everybody. Everybody been asking about me and you know what I'm saying. Miss T know what's going on. I had a real bad scare. You know what I'm saying? And so this my first day back home in a minute. It was that bad. And so yeah, I'm glad to be back with y'all. I'm glad to be chopping it up with y'all. And if y'all subscribe to the channel, then y'all know we finna get back to it. We finna go harder than we did the last time. And if you're not around to see it, then shame on you. That's all. That's it. That's all. We good though. We good.
Well,
You
that's
know what
good.
I'm saying? Yeah.
For
That is.
sure. For
For
sure.
sure. For sure.
I
Glad to
think
hear it. We glad to have him back.
Absolutely.
I think for him talking now, I think if something coming up in the background because he been quiet for so long. So for him to
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
talking, there's
me
something
too.
going on.
I think right because he has not said anything. He hadn't said anything. Yeah, I do. Uh, I I think he needs to be worried.
Yeah. You think it's something else on the horizon? Well, I mean, I don't know if
Well,
it's
a lot of
Shondell,
people, I think a lot of these young men get to talking because they don't want to do jail time.
right?
Some of these folks that suppose, you would think they would be getting life, getting 3 and 4 years. How that
Right.
happen?
Yeah, that's true. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I seen something that was beautiful today, and I'm not saying it was beautiful just because, what I'm saying, somebody died in this, but to see Alicia Andrews take the stand in her own trial and keep it up, buck stood 10 toes down against the state. Oh, it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see. Real talk. Um,
They
I go ahead, Sight.
would just stand for their back there in the corner like that.
Man, they asked, which when they ask you at the end of the trial, um, would you like to take the stand? Man, that girl took the stand and what I'm saying, answered a bunch of softball questions from the defense, and then the state came in and she had an answer for everything that they had. It's gonna be more interesting than I thought it was gonna be.
Has she turned state's evidence?
No, no. A
So
whole
she didn't
plan.
she didn't tell on the other ones?
No, she like, man, listen, I went down there with my boyfriend. I went down there with my boyfriend. I didn't know these dudes was coming down there, you know. And whether she lying or not, she stood 10 toes down, you know. It was convincing. It was convincing because the state was being very petty and just nice, nasty with her on the stand. And she was catching them up in a lot of stuff that they thought they knew, but they found out quickly that they didn't know what they thought they knew. And so we're gonna see. She still might get, what I'm saying, a 30 piece or whatever. Yeah, out there she did not blink or stutter. I said, look at this. And this little girl ain't even 5'4". I said, ooh, it was impressive. It was impressive. I'm not gonna hold
Yeah. End of the day, the black state of Florida, you're going to jail.
you. Yeah.
Like I said, the guy he SD saluted to, where was he when it happened to Barnett?
Who Teasy or
Are you talking about Teezy cooking, or are you the guy who straight drop? Oh, he's talking about Teezy.
yeah, Teaser didn't really move like that. Teaser was like a shot caller, but you know what I'm saying?
Around that time that Barnett was went missing. Um, I don't know if Teezy, the brothers were still alive around that time, weren't they?
Nah,
Because Barnett went missing
nah.
at 17.
In 17, okay. D Money might have still been around.
Yeah, I think the darker skinned one was killed in 16, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unfortunately, he lost his life in 16. And the brother lost his life around 18 or 19 because he a couple years later he
Mm-hmm.
ended up losing his life. So that's very unfortunate. But um I don't know, Hey, like you said, it could be that he's having a lot of emotions, even though he hadn't had them. You have to think about all he got now is just time.
Yeah.
The
Time
rest
and
of your
memories.
life is a long time. That's a
Absolutely.
long time. That's all he
Yeah,
gonna have is his thoughts.
that's it. And a bunch of old memories.
Hmm.
Yep.
So
Oh,
I
and
don't
look,
know. Like I said, he has not said anything about had not said anything about Teezy thus far. I think Teezy has been dead for what, like 2, 3 years.
yeah, Teaser died in 22.
So he's been gone for 3 years. That's a long time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, and
Yeah,
then
but
shortly after that, Juke lost his life in 23.
mm-hmm.
So now Cornelius went to court today, you guys. He was actually at court today, and I want to show y'all this. He has to go back to court on November, I believe November 6th, which will be is November 6th next week.
It's next Thursday.
Okay, he has to go back on the 6th. And hold on. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Also support the channel. If you haven't support the channel, please support the channel. I have a what you call going. So support the channel. Hold on. And hit the like button, y'all, while I pull this up. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Okay, hold on. It is saying, um, I was in there and clicked out of it. I think it with Cornelius Smith.
What's up, Ray?
Here it is.
Ray got that new Makitas in Atlanta. He finna jump it off.
Hey Raven. Y'all got that Makitas up and going in Atlanta? Okay. So it says that set deposition. So now they're saying, I mean, next week, that's what we're gonna know what's gonna happen. What the judge is going to what will be the final disposition of the case. So that's gonna be interesting next week to see
Yeah,
what the
it
final
is.
disposition of the case is gonna be. Because he was supposed to be sentenced last year, and it has gone on for a while. So he was there today.
Mhm. I guess he gonna take his licking. It ain't much he can do.
It ain't much he can do. Uh, Desco Raven says we signed the lease. Got to get the permits together.
That
So,
is. Congratulations.
so it's going to be interesting to see um, what his sentence is going to be. I'm interested in seeing that.
Yeah.
What they're going to
We,
sentence him to? Are they going to give him, um, cuts for cooperation?
mm-hmm.
Because normally you
50.
do get cuts for cooperating,
Yeah.
and
50 with a chance of
that's not
parole.
a huh.
I said 50 with a chance of parole.
It could be 50 with a chance of parole. Yeah. I don't think Cornelius was looking forward to getting or is looking forward to getting 50, but I don't really know what he would even with cooperation.
I don't see less than 50.
Huh?
I don't see less than 50.
Right. Me either.
If he get less than 50, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it really would be. Especially being that, yeah, I don't care if you told on God, you did the lion's share of the work. You did the lion's share of the work, man. So I mean, you telling really don't help matters. They should have been telling on you. Oh
Teresa
boy.
says, well, you won't have to worry about Honan showing up at grand opening.
For sure.
I don't
Neo,
know,
I
you guys,
appreciate
as it relates to Cornelius, um, I think that I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna do. I do know Cornelius was supposed to be sentenced last year. A lot of people can still be sentenced even if they are testifying in other trials. So that's how you know that his attorneys had worked out something, or they was hoping to work
Right,
out something. With Quet not being, with Quet being found not guilty, that means nothing because he did help to get a conviction, and that is straight drop, right?
right.
So I guess it all just depends on the jury and all of that. Okay.
Mhm.
There was a jury that he was able to convince. And then there was a jury that I guess, I mean, that he wasn't able to convince, right?
Exactly.
But listen, as I said before, Cornelius been around these guys. He was able to see quite a bit of stuff. Like I said, it's just kind of weird to me. I don't really think they was waiting to sentence him based on um, these other trials. It could have been because of something else. I just think that Cornelius is like Duracell. Okay,
Yeah.
I think he's like Duracell. So the Duracell battery. So
Mhm.
you got other people that supposed to be, you would think that would have been sentenced to life, and they getting out in 5 years.
Yeah. It's crazy
So
work.
I mean, that's weird within itself. That's why I say it would be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see exactly, what Cornelius gets, because I mean, it's just weird around the place, around the camp.
Yeah.
I know in a perfect world, it was think everything's just straight to the point. But if it was, why was Cornelius not sentenced last year? He admitted to his crime. I mean, he was supposed to be sentenced like, I believe, like last October or something like that, and he wasn't. He's been consistently coming to court now for a year.
For real.
Yeah.
You would think he got his own parking space.
He's been coming to court for a year, and
Oh,
and now there's finally going to be a some type of disposition, and we'll see
Hmm.
what they give him. Okay. I wouldn't
Right.
be surprised. Now, y'all say y'all don't think you're gonna get less than 50. I don't know. I was thinking maybe around 30, 25 or 30, but I don't know. That'd be
Ooh,
interesting to see. Either way it goes, that's still a very, very long time.
it is.
25 or 30 years. That's still a very long time. So um,
do you think they're
what
gonna
he did was wrong. And I keep going back to this. Y'all know how I am. What Cornelius did was wrong. You can't take back anything. And I'm sure Young Dolph's family is probably going to be in court. They're probably going to be in court. I'm sure they will for the disposition. But because they get the opportunity to speak and all of that.
Yeah.
Right. But Cornelius was up under the influence. And I feel like, and I've said this, I've never hidden this. He was up under the influence, and even though he was up under the influence, I don't think you just go to a junkie, just any junkie, and ask them to commit a murder. I don't. So don't think I'm naive. I believe Cornelius had been getting active because they had confidence in him, right? But of course, we know the drugs played a major part in it. Um, I think it's a darn shame though that you have all these black men that got together to destroy another black man that was one of those ones that loved his family, that was taking care of his family and helping to change lives. And as a result, you got a young man in jail for the rest of his life. You got one that's getting ready to go for really, basically, even if they don't give him life, 30 to 50 years is really life. People don't really survive that type of time in jail with the conditions and stuff that are in jail.
Right.
Cornelius, the last time he was on the stand in court, Quet's case. Oh, is okay. In Quet's case, Cornelius is already on some type of drug. I think they're giving him something to be able to cope because he didn't even really sound like he had sounded in the straight drop trial. You know what I mean? Mentally, it messes with a person when they realize what they've done, they start to detox, and then they this is their reality. Straight drop is probably realizing after being in jail, it's been a year now. This is my reality. I ain't never going nowhere. You know, the same
Yeah.
thing get ready to happen with Cornelius. But I think it's a darn shame, that all of this happened. When I look at the New Orleans situation on Versus, that could have easily been Dolphin and Gotti just with what they was doing. I'm talking about people talking about what well, Gotti Dolphin, y'all know it pisses me off when they get talking about what God, Dolph didn't have the catalog. Hell, we don't know what he would have had. They killed him in 2021. They interrupted his life. So for a person's life to be interrupted, we don't know what he would have had.
That's
Okay,
true.
from then to now, when a person's life was interrupted, we don't know who he would have discovered by now. Okay, we don't know
Hmm.
because they stopped that because of their jealousy. And so, yeah, it hurts me, to see that a young man was sick and on drugs and shit, and they used him to go and do their dirty work just because of greed. Okay. And that's a prime example of your sins will find you out. Hey, it does not negate what they did. You got to reap what you sow. But everybody else that participated in this, whether they were held responsible for it or not, as of this day, they will be held responsible for it because their God get back is like no other. Okay. And so, hey, listen, with straight drop, with straight drop, I hope straight drop can find some type of peace and start doing the right thing. I hope he can start doing the right thing. Okay. That's all I'll say.
Ain't no need doing the right thing. Then just keep messing up.
No, he's already did the ultimate. And when I say the right thing, why don't he need to go ahead and help them folks, tell them folks where they buried that body at.
He ain't gonna never, don't never do that. Don't never do that.
Well, somebody probably gonna tell it.
Uh, it don't matter about what I mean. Like they should solve it, but I don't think they ever gonna get a body out. I don't think he gonna ever tell them.
And you don't think they gonna ever get a body?
No, that body probably been decomposed, ate up, down time, man. No.
No, it's probably in a grave. I mean, whatever he had on, I mean, I mean, the bones and stuff. It's always some type of.
But they can get the bones, this, all the dental records, but that's probably about it.
Hmm.
If you this man loved one, you if you can get dental records, I think that would be significant.
Yeah, that would be significant.
Hmm.
That family just want peace.
Absolutely.
Just tell them folks where he at.
Hmm.
Just tell them. You know. Um.
You know, I talk a lot about my friend Tabitha and Meridian, and she went on for the latter part of, I want to say, 17 years looking for her son. You know, and at some point you come to the realization that he's probably not coming home the way you want him to come home, but you want him to come home any way that he can. And they ended up finding Julius um, not far from where everybody was looking, underneath a house in
Hmm.
in Meridian, and
It had been 18 years.
yeah, it's like
How did they
2000.
identify him?
I, I don't know. I don't know how they identified him, but um, they identified him. I know it was like 2000 and 2008 when he first went missing, and I ran a story on it on my channel last year about them finding him in Meridian. See, we thought that he might have traveled to. He would always travel to Atlanta. He would always make trips to like St. Louis. Um, and just to be frank about it, it's not a secret. Julius was a homosexual, and so he would go out of town to party and have his fun because in Meridian it just wasn't. That type of stuff was frowned upon. So, he had friends in other cities through the internet or whatever. And they always thought that something happened to him out of town, but it was right there under their nose. Yep.
Oh wow,
hmm
that's
But
something.
it is. But just that little bit of closure.
Yeah,
What's up,
'cause I'm
Tierney?
saying some families just want to be able to have somewhere to go. You want to whatever the remains are, you can get them a tombstone, and you got somewhere to go. And
Right, right. You might not be, you know, the end result is always going to be traumatic, but it's even more traumatic when you don't have an end result. So, yeah, I feel for the Barnett family. Definitely. Definitely.
y'all excuse me, y'all know I'm getting packages.
Oh, snap. We got shoes.
No, it ain't shoes this time.
What we got? Candles?
Shout out to shout out to Diane. She sent me an early Christmas gift because they had some candles on sale where she live at,
Bingo.
and she racked up on them. Praise the Lord. She knew I like candles. I appreciate it. And y'all get back.
Shout out to Diane. She the best. She the best.
Shout out to Diane. Diane the best. She is very supportive. I appreciate that so much. I do. I appreciate it so much.
Yes,
I
she
love
did.
candles. I love lighting candles. I love the smell of them. All of that good stuff. So, but how but Howard Barnett, y'all, we're gonna be praying for Howard Barnett's family. We're gonna pray for MPD. I think some fire done got put up under somebody's ass. Okay.
hmm
Because I think before people just retiring, Howard Barnett had 20, exactly 20 investigators on his case. It was like a revolving door. It get passed to another investigator. That's really unacceptable.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that should be changed. You don't put investigators and missing persons that's getting ready to retire. That's why that has happened.
hmm
So they get the case for a little while. They over there in the gravy spot. And
They treat it like a debt collector.
yeah,
Yeah. They let it sit on their desk for so long, then they pass it on to somebody else. Let it sit on their desk. That's crazy.
that's crazy. 20 investigators. It's a damn shame before God.
hmm
But I'm so glad that God sees all and knows all. I think it's a lot of shaking up, anyways. We could see it starting right now going on with the Memphis Police Department and the fire department. The fire chief was forced to retire. We saw a advisor, excuse me, and I love Darren, but it's just some shaking up. No, I'm not gonna be surprised if that police chief heard contract is about to be up. I ain't gonna be surprised if we don't start seeing something different with that. So, um, yeah, and it's probably about that time. And then you start shaking up and changing policies and different things in these bureaus. But I think some fire, I'm almost sure some fire and got shot up under some asses as it relates to Howard Barnett's case. So we're just gonna hope and pray um, that we start seeing something. And for the motherfuckers in the background, I always have to say this: I ain't listen. I don't know nothing, ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing. Don't come fucking with me, okay? Because if you was involved, you shouldn't have been.
Oh,
George
yeah.
Jones says you got to hold your law enforcement public officials to a higher standard. Yeah, they need to do their job. Like I said, the new investigator that was on his case. So when I called and I talked to the lieutenant, he was like, "I promise. I've been I'm looking at it myself. I'm looking at this case." And he went on and on about some shit. And he was like, because they didn't had not assigned the case to anybody in 2 years. And so he was I was just looking at it. So then the investigator, I mean, I don't like I told him, I don't want to talk about you. Okay. I don't want to get on vlogs and stuff and start talking bad about you because that's not gonna help them. That's not gonna help the case or anything. But he said, listen, I promise to God, like I just got on it. I got to figure this stuff out myself. Like it's been 20. He said, if I wish I could just show you the files. Do you know how thick these files are? I wouldn't give a fuck. Excuse my French. I don't give a damn how thick them motherfucking files is. You need to go through them and get your ass out there. Talking about he said it's been 20 other, I believe he said to be exact, 21. How in the hell somebody been missing since 2017 and they've had 21 damn investigators that the case has passed through? One investigator retired because they go to missing persons when they want to retire, when they get ready to get in the drop. So this case so thick. So then he turned around and said, he's y'all, y'all it's just
Yeah, just let it rock. Just let it rock.
it's something. I just gotta let it
Mhm.
rock out and just know that God is sometimes you have to go a little further, okay? And so and so that's what happened. But here's the thing about that, okay? Because I ain't try, I'm not trying to overstep my boundaries or anything like that. They'll be communicating from this point on with the Barnett family, right? It's totally with the Barnett family. But
Mhm.
at the same time, like I think that it's a darn shame, like how they did that. Then the boy go 2 years and then I don't know what's going on with MPD. I don't like these newer officers and stuff. They having to TA them from the street to these bureaus because they all of the old heads that's got experience have been retiring out and all of that. It's really sad. They don't know anything about fucking investigations. It's really sad what has happened, but I believe God is going to give that family some closure. Okay.
Well,
It's a damn
that.
shame when you sitting up talking to an investigator and he don't know shit. He don't know nothing. And I'm talking about just talking to him. You could tell that what he knows about investigation is minimal. Okay, but he gonna learn on that case though.
Hmm. You see that type of attitude and that type of lethargic police work, it contributes to the overall culture. So, you know,
Right.
yeah, you got a great number of people on the police force that's they want to check, and there ain't nothing wrong with wanting to check. But if that's all you in it for, you might need to find something else to do because this is a line of work where integrity and a great pay rate got to come with it. And a lot of them old heads done secured their bag and they want to go out into the sunset and go out to pasture, so to speak. So they ain't trying to do nothing. And the young dudes, they not getting paid hardly nothing. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have the incentive to go hard for what they need to do as far as the people are concerned. J Rail salute. But yeah, crazy work, man. Crazy work.
So I'm gonna just say this, and then I'm gonna move on because I don't want to get into it. But I know I keep saying, but I just got to say this. I know people been wanting to know what had been going on with that. So I won't get into everything I talked about with that investigator, right? But anyways, he um he turned around and said, "Well, in the notes with his dumb stupid ass, Lord forgive me, I said I want to talk about him, and he was nice, okay, I hate to refer to him as that, but he said, in the note they had said he had a warrant. Hey Diane, I got my candles. I said he got a warrant. Yeah, I'm just reading my notes. Stupid motherfucker. I said, okay, what kind of warrant did he have? Well, they said the other investigator said the girl, talking about the Ricayla, said that he had a warrant. I said, okay, what kind of warrant? I said, well, so what are you saying? Well, they said he had gotten away one time, and I said, so are you trying to say that they were saying that they believe that he went missing because of a fucking misdemeanor warrant? They listening to her. So then when I got the phone with my spirit didn't sit right with me because I had to get him straight. Okay. I had to go and get him straight. I ain't talked to him no more. That's why I'm staying out of they talk to when the family need me, I'll step in, but I already told who I needed to tell. Okay. And so he so anyways, he he was like, yeah. And so my spirit was, he was like, well, I ain't gonna tell his business, but yeah. I said, so you trying to tell me a man that's got daughters that's been missing since 2017 that was making money would go missing, not contact his mama, his brother, his daughters who he loved, his dad who has been sick, his mother who has been sick, to hide from y'all for a motherfucking misdemeanor warrant? Well, now, I'm just saying, now, oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about stuff like this. But to make a long story short, when I got the phone with him, I was seething, man. I was mad as fuck. I was so mad, I didn't know what to do. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to church Sunday so I could talk to somebody. Then my mind told me, check and see what kind of warrant he got. Don't y'all know I checked the system? The boy ain't got no motherfucking warrant. They didn't even go and check behind what Ricayla told them. Do y'all hear me? He ain't got no warrant. I got right back on the phone and called and left him a long message, and he didn't call me back. Okay. But I basically did his job. Motherfucker, you didn't check to see. If none of y'all checked to see if the boy had a warrant, you gonna take what she say. He ain't got no fucking warrant. Stuff like that just makes me mad, Hitter.
No, and I can believe it. I can believe it. That's lazy police work, man. That's lazy police. Oh, he got a warrant. What that mean? Oh shit, he got a warrant. He don't deserve justice. What? That's crazy. Hey, Miss Diane. I like candles too, Miss Diane. Lord have mercy. Hey, shout out to everybody that getting them yamps. I see. I knew they were gonna kick them in the 12 and 11 o'clock hour. Yeah. So everybody that get them SNAP benefits, man, y'all know what it is, man.
Oh, they getting them. They
Eat good
getting
for
them.
the holiday.
I'm glad they getting them.
Mm-hmm.
But now they said a judge ordered for Trump to do that. Now Trump does what he wants now, so I hope they get him.
Yeah.
Because you know
Exactly.
judges be making rulings on shit with him, and he still won't do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bro, different. Oh, he different. Oh my
But I'm
goodness.
happy at least, you know, like I said, I know for the state of Tennessee, the mayor had said something about they were going to they had came the city gave 500,000 and they had other organizations to give money to make sure that certain seniors and people you know that receive SNAP benefits and all that wasn't going to receive them, they were able to get food baskets. So they're going to be
Right.
giving out a lot of food baskets so that they can have food for Thanksgiving. So that
Yeah.
was a blessing.
And down here, Mayor Randall Wolfen and the city council, they put up 1 million for the city, and so
That's
nope.
good.
Yeah, everybody gonna have something to eat. That's
That's a blessing.
crazy. Yeah, man. 2025, we shouldn't be talking about nothing like this.
I know that's right.
It's just unreal where the status of our country right now. But I'm gonna leave it at that. We ain't going deep into that, but it's just unreal, man. You think about some of the stuff you're seeing. Yeah. But yeah.
Y'all
Shout out
make
to
sure
them.
y'all hit the like button. Let me see how many likes we got. Y'all hit the like button because we be sitting in people be sitting in here. It's over 100 people in here. At one point it was 135. And okay, we got over 100 likes. I appreciate that. We've been talking about Cornelia Smith court date. Missing girl found in box alive in Philly. She was missing from out of Louisiana, and Straightdrop calls out to Teezy. And like I said, I saw that on Petty Talk, Mr. Petty Talk show, where he had actually got a screenshot of it, and he's got at CEO Teezy. Okay, and I found that I was like, wow, you know, when CEO Teezy was unfortunately killed, you never saw Straight Drop post anything on his social media. He's been in jail now for a year, still had not posted anything on his social media as it relates to CEO Teezy, but you know, this month he decides to, you know. He said, just watch over me, bruh. Shit crazy. Now I've been said that I had that they straight drop probably was told that CEO Teezy was the one that took his money and messed his money over. I'm sure it's a lot of stuff that he's probably starting to really find out now too, since he ain't got nothing but time, and it's been over a year. A lot of those people, he ain't in the media no more. Okay, you know, people will chase clout. They'll take it any way they can get it. So he's not a media sensation. So a lot of those people that he thought had his back, they probably starting to fade away. You see what I mean? I mean, he brings he's brings nothing. His name brings nothing to the table. I'm sure, you know, they're not doing a whole lot for him. And his reality is starting to really sink in.
And the reality is, out of sight, out of mind.
Out of
That's just
sight, out of mind.
that's just the way it go with
At
anybody.
least when he was in jail before, you know, when they got his phone, when they found them phones, it was CEO Teasy that he was talking to. Him and Juke, who he was talking to more than anything, right?
Hmm.
So hey, I believe that he was talked against CEO Teasy. Probably stuff starting to come out. Then you know you got when you got partners and stuff that you did crime with. They're supposed seem like to me they supposed to be getting life. You charged with a fucking murder. How you get 5 years? That's almost unheard of.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And then you got, and then you got Mister Not Guilty pulling up on everybody platform. Man, get out of here. Shout out to Quetta Nash. Yes, indeed. Man, I tell you.
I tell you, I won't be surprised if Straight Drop I mean, straight. I'm sure Straight Drop can get a bag doing an interview from jail. Don't you
Right.
think so?
Oh yeah. This
But
is
he
my
gonna have
thing.
to answer whatever. He gonna have to straightly answer the questions.
Yeah.
But if he said on his Instagram right now, I'll tell the real story. of what happened. I bet you he could get a damn bag because Vlad will probably give him 50.
Mm-hmm. And this is the crazy part about it. I'm looking in the chat. So we in the chat and people saying, they might give Cornelius leniency because he was high. He was high. He was on drugs. But
He knew what he was doing.
nobody is even trying to prosecute the person that admittedly gave him those drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even the man lawyer said he over there in Orange Mound selling his pills and tools and fuels. Come on, man. Because that's what you got to do in the hood. I'm like, man, boy, when it's convenient, them folks sure know how to compartmentalize us. That's what you got to do in the hood over there in Orange Mountain. I'm surprised he made it out. Boy, Manny Aurora is a cold piece. For real. Golly. What a time to be alive.
I tell you, Joy says I was just thinking that Miss T Vlad for sure. Yeah, Vlad. Listen, I knew Vlad had money when he said said something about Jay-Z wanted 1 million or 1.5 million to do an interview. And I heard him say this. He said, I didn't say we wouldn't do it. I just said we'd have to have a conversation. I said, Vlad
Right.
got that kind of money? Because us, anybody else we frown on. Hell no. He said, I never said we wouldn't do it. I just said we need to have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 1.5 million to give to Jay-Z for an interview? But I'm sure he got sponsors and shit.
Yeah. The man got almost how many subs Vlad got? I think it's oh Lord. Go ahead, Miss T. Let me go on mute.
I think Vlad got, I don't know how many subs got Vlad got, but I mean he might get Straightdrop 100 if he gonna tell the truth. So I mean, he's been the one that's been quiet. So whatever he has to say, well, he's been quiet in the media as it relates to that because he went quiet when he was in them back rooms in there with them feds. Okay, what made him change his mind, I don't know, but he um he would pay him. He would.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, nah.
A 50 piece ain't nothing. A 50 ball ain't nothing for Vlad. If he
Nah.
could pay 1.5 million.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact. And Vlad been in the game since the late '80s, early '90s. So I mean, he pushing up on 10 million subscribers. So
Really?
yeah. So you think about it. Just think about the Hernandez Govan video he did. And he chopped that video up like 12 or 13 times and then dropped the original video. And that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Joyce says Vlad says they shut the store down in Paris for him.
Yeah, I believe that. I can believe that. I definitely can believe that. Yeah. Oh yeah. CEO. I told you about CEO Jizzle new album, man. CEO Jizzle went in on.
Is it on
Big-
his Instagram or on his social media? Because y'all know I like to give my little son some promotion.
I don't know if it's on his social media, but he made a post saying that it's on all platforms. So I went on YouTube Music and checked it out. And yeah, he went in talking about Big 30. It's just oh boy, he don't like
Really?
yeah, he don't care for 30. He don't care for 30.
Y'all hit the like button for me. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. Also support the channel. I've had like a what is it called up there? A thing up, a campaign up the whole time. I haven't gotten a donation. Not even like one. Could you all support the channel? I don't come on. Like my numbers are down so bad. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, yours and mine both. But we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them right back.
I was looking at my numbers. I said, Lord, but I spend all my time doing a whole lot of studying and stuff. Because when I get off of here, I'm gonna do some studying because I got a test I got to do before 12 midnight. Okay, and so
So let me
make sure y'all support the channel.
share your screen right quick if you don't mind.
Okay, you found Jizzle for me.
Nah, this ain't Jizzle. This is something else. And see, this is what I be talking about. This is what I be talking about, man. When people, you know what I'm saying, actually, you know, work together. So shout out to Mr. Petty Talk. He just sent that to me.
Shout out
Um,
to Petty Talk.
yeah, man. He stand up dude, man. Yeah, them was the days right there. That's back when they was shooting them Trula vlogs. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't really, they could have, based it all on straight drop, but they focused it on the mob, Trula Mafia. So yeah, they was having it their way back then. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yeah, man. But shout out to Mr. Petty Talk, man.
Yeah, shout out to Petty Talk. I appreciate him sending that because like I had asked Great Face. I was like, "Did you get it?" I was like, "Did you get a screenshot of it?" He was like, "No, I
He
didn't get a
said,
chance to get a screenshot of it." So I'm glad that he did because, like I said, that was surprising to me. He had not. Can you get Jizzle for me? Can you get my little son for me?
well, I mean, he didn't make a post. He was just promoting his album. So it wasn't nothing like, he was just promoting the album, and I went and listened to the album actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
It's a
I
pretty
show
good
it to you.
album.
So far, so good. Let, let me share the screen again, and I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Life of Sicario. Yeah.
Shout out to Jizzle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he going crazy on that. He going crazy on that, man. The
It
mixtape is
seems
out
like when
on.
they going through, when they in jail, they know they get ready to go to jail. They go, I mean, they albums and stuff. Because Finesse Two Times was hard because of them beats and shit he wrote in jail, wasn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. He said, and let me tell you something. Everybody love this new song Finesse put out, but man, that shit is sending the wrong message. I, what is it called?
Finesse, Finesse so funny. Finesse crazy. I was looking at some stuff today. Finesse posted. Finesse so funny to me. It's becoming comical. They crazy. Finesse them
Yeah,
so funny. It don't make no sense. It's sad
it
that
really is.
I go look at and looking at him, looking for him now for a real good laugh. It's a
Yeah,
damn shame.
she mad. She mad because I won't let her suck on me, and now she want to get mad at me. Bruh, that's your daughter mama you talking about. You crazy.
Listen, you know the girl China doll. They supposedly been into it. So
Right.
anyway, she posted today. She posted today. I feel like bumping cats. How about
Lord.
finesse two got down in the comments when she posted that and said, "Hey, baby." He was the people in the comments started talking about it so bad. Said, "Finesse, you becoming tender." I
Yeah.
said, "That dude crazy.
He
Lord have
crazy,
mercy.
yeah.
Finesse 2 times sick. Oh, he's sick.
Yeah.
He thought about him and Sugar could get in on that. I hollered.
That's exactly. Come on down to the big house. You, me, and Sugar, and these damn perks get your back beat out. Hey, man.
Oh my God. Oh Lord have mercy.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, he
They
ain't got
gonna
no
mess
sense.
around and give him a reality show.
Yeah, they do. If
Mm,
if
mm.
people listen, if people still watch TV, he'll be a star.
Yeah. Oh my God, Vanessa. I said it's a damn shame. I must ain't got no life. Anytime I go looking for him for a damn laugh, he's standing in that bathroom.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. Oh Lord, all that talent Finesse got. He known for being a damn clown. Mm.
You right.
Lord have
Mm.
mercy.
It
He'll
said,
probably be on live tonight when he get high.
mm-hmm.
Cause I think he took a Percocet when he was on told Sugar to give me a perk. He did and took it on live, standing in that bathroom and swallowed it down with his liquor.
Yep. He ain't got common sense. He ain't got common sense at all. Lord have mercy. Oh boy.
I tell you.
This the one. This the one that hold on a second. I'm gonna show you the one they posted with Gino.
He said when King, he said when King ran away, all I seen was ass and elbows.
Lord have mercy,
Oh
Jesus.
my God. Oh Lord.
See Black Barbie, what's up with it? Yes, indeed. Always
Lord have mercy. I believe I'm looking at Finesse. He on more than perks. I think Finesse on cocaine.
Yeah, I mean he on a little some of everything. I'm telling you, he what that song is. Let's have sex and go get full of these drugs, baby. I said, bruh, that is a bad image to portray to the youth. But hey, man,
I know it's now when he this how I know he on cocaine or crack.
yeah, he on a lot of shit.
When he in the mirror, he like to slang his hair down. That's
Yeah. Hmm.
when they on crack, they like to slang their hair. Oh
You
my
know what?
God.
I finally figured it out. That damn finesse 2 times is the 2025 Rick James.
Yep.
This nigga is Rick James in the flesh.
Hey, Anissa.
What's up, Vanessa?
That show who he act like.
Mm-hmm. Then his mama running up to a damn 95 Impala that looked like it got T-boned by a school bus. Talking about, oh, I got me a car, but it might be old, but it's mine. It's
Lord have mercy.
mine.
I think he changed his name on Facebook to Big Ricky now.
Yeah, Big Ricky, Big Father. Man, listen, them folks, they could be like Keenan Ivory Wayne and them. All they had funny. No Love, Ricky, the mama. Yeah. The sister talk like George Jefferson. I don't know where she come from. Kosher. Oh, they had crazy. Hey man, I'm just saying, Big Rick. What going on, Big Ricky? How you do your own mama like that, fam? You was a female. You're a whole female.
I gotta show y'all this, Lord have mercy. Oh, people on the internet so low down. Somebody posted Big Ricky. You low down there ugly.
Yes. Oh, Jesus.
They said, how you gonna be?
Lord have mercy.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, Lord. Oh, shit.
Wait a minute, Joey. Wait a minute. How these people so low down? Oh my God! Oh Lord! She said, Big Ricky, you low down and ugly. How you gonna be Oh my God! Oh, they mad at him. Oh my God! Oh, the people on the internet so low down. Oh my God! Oh God! Oh my God! They talking about him bad for not bad. She said you low down and ugly. How you gonna be both? Oh my God! Oh, Lord Jesus, these folks got me so tickled.
Mama 2 times.
Bad for not buying his mama no car.
Hey, look at Mama 2 times bonnet. That bitch tight as hell.
Oh my God!
That bonnet tight as hell.
Lord have mercy. They talk about him bad for not buying his mama no ride. Lord, listen, his mama said though, she is happy about her ride. Here it is, y'all. Here it is. I got a ride, baby. I got a ride. I got a ride. I got a ride, baby. It's mine. It's mine. I don't care how regular it is. This belongs to me. It's mine. May not be much to y'all. But I got a ride, baby. I got a ride. I got a ride. I got a ride, baby. It's mine. Well, all she needs to do is put some WH oil on it. What is it called? WH. She put some WH on it. That's gonna stop it from squeaking. What's it called here? The W8, W4, or whatever. Is it W4? Y'all, what's the name of that oil you put on stuff to stop it from squeaking? W4. She put some of that W4 on it. She gonna be in business, okay? She gonna be in business. Oh, Lord have mercy. They done talked about finesse so bad. They said, finesse, you low down and ugly. How you gonna be bold? Oh, Lord, that like man tickled me to death right there. Oh, Lord have mercy. He said, come down my news feed with a big old ass and see. He just sits on there and troll now. He said, you know, I gotta shoot my shot. Lord, he's showing sugar now. What he basically doing is prostituting sugar. Okay.
That's it.
And I'm gonna tell you how I know he advertising sugar. He said, you can't wrong me and expect me to move wrong with you. If I'm in love and you show me any type of disloyalty, interest in another man, greedy liar, I don't care how fine you are, you become ugly. I don't care how fat your ass is. It's not attractive no more. I'm not into hurting people's feelings, so grow. I don't go to cut people off. I let them do some foul to the point of no return. I'm a successful, attractive man that don't need a woman. I want a woman. It's a difference. It's my choice. It's also my woman's choice to deal with me and what comes with me. I play on Facebook, but I don't come with a lot. Just a lot of structure. I'm organized. I seek discipline. I love intelligent conversations. I understand that I'm not better than anybody else. Lord, what the hell is Finesse talking about? Look, he said, man, I just seen this girl I used to fuck with cousin in the hotel lobby, thick as day old grits with them Tweety Bird cotton shorts in her booty crack. And she was short on her Doritos and great Gatorade. I gave her that little $4. She told me what room she in. I'm finna get off Facebook shower and me and Sugar finna go round there.
All right.
Lord have mercy.
Don't you end your ass up in a courtroom somewhere. See, that's the type of stuff get your ass arrested.
I really believe he's prostituting Sugar. So it makes me think how he meet Sugar. Was she prostituting? I'm wondering now, was she already a prostitute? She had to be.
Well, they got an OnlyFans, Miss T. Come on now. For just $19.99 a month, you can go in there and see all their theatrics.
Really?
Yes, you can go in there and see all of it.
So do they on OnlyFans? Do they be having sex?
Everything from the rooter to the tutor.
Oh
Good
my
Lord.
God! Let's
Yes,
get that
child.
twisted.
So, hey, when that music ain't selling, OnlyFans. They say that'll sell when corn won't sell. Hey, hey,
That's why he
yeah.
be on there talking about all the sexual type stuff that Sugar do, because he said something
And
that was
think
so.
about this. Think about this now. Sugar got some big kids now. Y'all don't think she don't be they don't be watching them live? She
Mhm.
F me. She suck me. She cook breakfast, man. What you think, man? I ain't leaving her, man.
That's what he said. He said something so demeaning, and she just be sniggling, but he advertising her.
Yep.
He says, I'm overly attractive to Suge. I can literally F Suge 3, 4, 5 times a day with no problem. I'm not a BBL type dude for real, for real. Ain't got no problem with it. Just need that real deal premium meat on my joint. I'll take a skinny bit over a BBL, skinny bit booty hole, be winking at your Suge lips pink. She pretty as hell, submissive. If I pull my joint out and say suck it and it got nut on it, she suck my joint as if it's fresh. Them other girls be trying to whip it off, wipe it off. Get your childish ass away from me, Chanel. Then when I choke Sugar with it, she look at me like I'm a monster. That do something to me. That dude is crazy. Now, if that's your woman and she doing all that, that's the gross number one. But why would he put that on unless he trying to get some sales?
Well, I mean, there's OnlyFans. Hey, man, a young man named Chad Butler once said, back in 2008, he said, "Pimping ain't dead; it just moved to the website," and that's what it is.
And
What
Sugar
it
done
is.
worked herself up to the bottom, bitch, huh?
Oh yeah, she is that bottom bitch. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I'm just saying, there's so many kids around these folks. There's so many kids around these folks. That's crazy. Hey man, tell that old ass nigga to pay for some child support. Pay for some daycare, man.
Did you see his face when he said
Yeah. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Oh my God.
And I'm telling you, that's all rainwater. Rainwater told him, man, turn that shit up, bro. Rainwater
Boy,
done turned finesse 2 times all the way up.
into a social media person. He known for social media, not his rap though.
Exactly. Exactly. This boy here crazy.
So do you think he acting? I believe he on them drugs for real.
Nah, he on them drugs for real. Yeah. I told you his new song is called Let's Go Have Sex and Go Get Full of These Drugs, baby. I said, well, damn, you ain't sugarcoating or nothing. That's crazy. You'll see it in a minute. It's like, damn. Yeah, it's a different level of low. Like anything go these days, man. Anything go.
Yeah, it's sad though
Mm-hmm.
that anything goes. Cause I mean, cause it's sad. It really is. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, hit the like button. The like button helps to kick the video into the algorithm.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Hitting the like button helps keep the video in the algorithm.
Algorithm.
Yeah.
She said they
And
killed Low. This CC crazy. This what is it? They killed Low. Who is Low?
who killed Low? Where you see that at?
Who is Low?
No. I don't even see that comment.
Anissa posted it. She said they
Oh, they
killed
killed
Low.
Low.
Oh, the when they say my stilo.
Oh yeah, yeah, for real. They kill Low. Yeah, it's a new level of Low. Bargain basement Low. Yes, indeed. Like Low.
I tell you.
Yeah, he might as well be a content creator.
Hmm.
For real. He better than some folks that got found not guilty and out here trying to talk without knowing THL base who dead, y'all. Let's talk about it. What the fuck? Salute to him though. Salute to him.
That's it.
Oh.
Miss T, he got the black on them lips. He liked the cocaine. I believe Finesse is on cocaine.
Yeah, all that stuff they said they found in Tyler, Texas. Hey, talking about some they ain't find nothing. They ain't find nothing.
What they said they found?
Cocaine, perks. They ain't find nothing but a bunch of weed vapes, man.
That's the reason why him and her both skinny. They ain't on that Ozempic no more. They on that coke.
Yeah, they might be. Anything that will enhance their experience sexually, they for it. Hold on a second, Miss T. I'll be right back.
That's sad. That's really sad. Y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. I thank you all for the cash apps. Okay, I can hear them coming through. I got so many phones I misplaced them. I can hear the chime up, so I appreciate it. I'm gonna call your names. Um, I get up and go across the room and get the phone, but I appreciate the support. Always, I appreciate the support. But hitting the like button helps to kick the video into the algorithm, so that's even more so important, right? Because I haven't been on here as much because I've been going to school and I've been working, of course, and so um I haven't been able to get on here as much. And so I was looking at my numbers and I was like, oh my God, my numbers are way down. Y'all know I used to be on here. I used to drop a couple videos a day and do a live. I haven't been able to do that. And I don't even drop lives every day. And that is critical to like your numbers when you don't really do a live. The lives, when you do lives, okay, you don't get paid for doing lives. Not like my channel don't. Okay. Not unless they're like super stickers or something like that. When you do lives, it's basically to just keep your hours up. Okay. When you drop videos, when you drop pre-recorded videos, you get a little bit more. I know people be thinking that like content creators make a lot of money on here. You know, some people lose their mind thinking somebody getting paid. Uh, we don't really get paid to do lives. The lives are to, you have to keep your hours at a certain point every month when you're on YouTube, and that's basically what going live does. It helps to keep your hours up to a certain amount, right? And so that's why I have to um do lives or whatever, and um doing the videos help, but I haven't really been able to do videos. But what I am going to do is I am getting back on, um like I said, doing my missing persons and all of that. It's just that when I didn't know that um philosophy was going to be kicking my ass the way that it is, and I pledged, like, my average in my history class is A. My philosophy class, that's something else, right? So I gotta work it up to at least a B. I'll take a B at this point. And I'll get it because I still got another month and a half. So my teacher is working with me because there were some things that I missed, because she gave a test on the first day of the damn class, and hell, I thought the class started 2 days after it started, so I kind of missed a couple quizzes. So I got to go and make those up. So I study all the time. When I'm obsessed with studying. So when I get home from work, I'll jump on live. I don't stay on live as long as I used to now. Tonight is a Friday night. I'm glad y'all came out. It's a Friday night. I got a couple days off next week because I have some important things to do. So I still got to study and stuff though, but I'll be able to do videos this weekend and in between my studying. And I really hope that you all will support my missing persons videos, because that's really what we're going hard in. That's how I started 10 years ago, and that's what I'm getting back into, with helping families, with bringing awareness to missing persons and these young women and men who are being trafficked, right? Bringing their families on to talk about this stuff. I have to. He just told me it's night time. All right, Anissa. I forgot she got a little nephew that's running her. The
Bye,
black
Nissa.
the Black Barber says, we understand, Tams. We miss you, but we know that you are on a mission and you are most definitely missed daily and appreciated. And thanks for all that you. Thank you so much, the Black Barbie. Kevin Feller says, another thing, if your videos are not getting the reach as you once was, check your setting to see if the auto dubbing feature has been turned on. They may be grouped with foreign videos. Oh, okay. You said check auto dubbing. How do you check that? You know how to check that, Heather?
You go into the settings in your studio, and you should come across it.
Go into the settings and then do I click on a video?
Let me see here. Let me take a look. Hey, look at that video can't be monetized. I wonder why. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's go into let's go into languages. Um, we good on that, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do some homework on it, and I will give you an update because
Oh,
I've seen that.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get down them rabbit holes sometimes and trying to see how we can, make the
So
best out
is
of
the
the
auto
time.
dubbing is on what you turn it off?
No, I think you would turn it on. That way it gets translated.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. But it's gonna be hard because I don't I really don't know how they gonna be able to translate. You cock a blockhead motherfuckers! And eat the shit out my ass as it relates to Gotti.
And you know what? I ain't even been studying. I've been listen. I've been so caught up in studying. I ain't even been talking about God. Every now and again, I throw a shot at him, but then my mind be right back on studying. I get to think about I got a motherfucking test. I bet everybody that love God is glad I've been preoccupied. That's all right.
He said,
I'm gonna have some time for him one day after the semester over.
man, let that man live. Let him live. Welcome to Gotti World. Welcome to Gotti World, where there ain't nobody but me and about 50 bottles of Ace of Spades. That's it. Hmm. Yeah, man. That's all good. Yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna definitely check that out. That auto dubbing. I've seen it more than one time. I just gotta remember where I saw it at. Munchkin. All right, Munchkin. Night night. Yeah, man. But yeah,
I tell you. But we may have but when we get on here, we have fun regardless who on here, we still be having fun. The
right,
good thing
absolutely.
is like peace. I like peace.
Okay.
And I think the people that come in here are peaceful. You know what I mean? For the most
Mhm.
part.
For sure, for sure, for sure. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man. Aha, there we go. All you gotta say is got it, and Steven ain't gonna be far behind.
I
Oh,
think I found it. Auto dubbing, but I don't. It says review dubs in experimental languages only. What?
I guess that's new languages that they're adding to the YouTube platform from overseas.
A review dubs in all languages.
Yep. All not in experimental. Do not choose that. Okay. Don't choose it.
He said, "When now?"
He said, don't choose the all, not experimental. And Kawana, I can believe that, but the YouTube experiment or the YouTube experience is not how can I say it? It's different for everybody, and they made it that way. It's different for everybody. Like you got some YouTubers that can do lives and get good money off of them, but then you can have the same. You can have some YouTubers that do the same lives, generate a good deal of people, and don't get nothing off of them if they don't get donations. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, we exist in that realm. But
Mm-hmm.
them videos, okay, videos, yeah. Mm-mm.
Says my waistline is slimming down. Okay.
Okay. You ain't okay.
He said, "Oh, not experimental. Do not choose that." So mine was on dub and experimental languages.
Okay. I'm subscribed to a channel that break all of that stuff down. I forget the name of it, but they post like every morning about updates and stuff like that.
But it seemed like certain times of the year with YouTube, they just kind of they start shadow banning a lot of people's YouTubes, not just certain ones.
Yeah, that's true.
It's almost like they do a reset or something.
Hmm. Yep.
Dottie said he's waiting for the Alicia Andrews verdict. Can I pull that? Let me see when she was on the stand right quick. Could you please? Thank you.
Yeah. Let me see. Um, she did good.
So y'all, when Cornelius goes to court next week, on next Thursday, he's going to they're gonna sentence him.
Hmm, yeah. I'm talking about these folk is not playing. Do you hear me? They they been up since 8 o'clock, 7:30 this morning, and they still on.
Oh,
This Alicia Andrews trial.
they're still at the court.
Yeah, waiting on the verdict.
Oh my God! So it's over. So they just waiting. They done rested.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, it's 8 o'clock. So they probably need to go on to bed. Go
Not
home.
Florida different. Yeah, they'll come back tomorrow if they have to.
Yeah, they probably will.
Hmm. Shout out to my dog Music 101 because he been up since 7:30 covering it. People don't understand. That's that's work. That is work. Oh, okay. Let me see here. All right. That's one there go. It look like It look like they straight up. I can't see a testimony. That's weird.
And they don't. What did Law and Order have it?
Yeah, they had it. It's live now. But
Oh, if it's still live, is it
yeah,
called Law and Order?
nope. Law and Crime.
If it's still live, you might not be able to. Yeah, you probably won't be able to pull it up.
That's crazy. And the live only goes back to the closing arguments. But mm, let me see something. Yep. No, why they did that?
And she looks just like a little girl.
Ah, she ain't man. She can't be 5'3".
She wear. Look at how that ass swole up.
Yeah, it's serious. It's dead serious.
Lord have mercy. I mean, cause she could. I mean, you could tell she young and stuff. The jurors might look at it as she take this as a game and hit over across the head.
Right. Her defense team was so trash. I think she did more to help herself today than they did the whole trial.
I think I found her 9 minutes of it or something, 32 minutes of
In
it.
front of the
Yeah,
door?
okay, let's go.
Not at first.
All right. Do you care if there was a
I
ring
think this
camera in
on
front of the
some
door?
news channel.
No.
Why not?
I mean, it's a camera.
When you get to the door and you get inside, how are you able to actually get inside?
Isaiah lets me in.
All right. And when you get inside, is it just yourself, Isaiah, and Sean Gathright inside?
Yes.
And where do you go?
Upstairs.
Are there any rooms downstairs?
No.
And upstairs, what's upstairs?
2 beds in a bathroom. 2 bedrooms in a bathroom. I meant.
Did you choose to occupy one of the bedrooms?
Yes.
What did you do while you were sitting in the Airbnb from the time you got, well, let me ask you this. Did you get there around 8 a.m. or 8 p.m.?
Yes.
And what did you do for the next few hours?
I was in the bed.
What were you doing in the bed?
Scrolling through Netflix, trying to find a show. Then I was on
Let's
my
see.
phone a little
Can
bit.
you fast forward it through?
At any
Can
point in
you
time,
fast
while
forward
you
it
were
through the
upstairs,
defense because this
did
dude is
Isaiah Chance
horrible.
and Sean Gathright leave?
Is that still the defense?
Not sure. I don't think it is. I think it is. Let me see. I'm gonna find the whatchamacallit. I'm gonna find the timestamp.
All right. Do you remember what's happening inside the car at this time?
I think we were just sitting there talking at first.
All right. And again, you're not driving this vehicle?
No.
Is there a reason why you have on a mask in this video?
Yeah, I was pregnant at the time, so I didn't want to smell any smoke and prevent like any health issues.
When you get to Truth 18, what do?
We sit there first.
Correct? Do you ask him why you're not going inside?
Well, I think I did, yeah.
And do you want to go inside at this point?
Not really.
Why not?
We already been to 2 places. It was getting late, so I didn't really care to go nowhere else. He chose that place.
All right. At this point, what do you want to do?
Get some food.
Now, the cruise is off camera right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
What happens when the cruise goes off camera?
All right, I
He makes
found
a
it.
stop and
You found it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. We didn't watch the whole thing, but um,
Just the part with the prosecution.
it was impressive to see her face the state's witness, and that it was impressive to see her face the state and not even blink. Let's see here. Let's go.
Ms. Andrews, you've testified about your on-again, off-again relationship with the co-defendant, in this case, Isaiah Chance. Is that correct?
yes,
In fact, you told this jury about some instances where you had been hit by him. Is that correct?
yes,
You've dated Isaiah Chance for over 4 years. Isn't that true?
not over 4 years.
How long?
It's about just 4 years.
Just about 4 years, okay. And it's been on-again, off-again. Is that correct?
Yes,
And during that time period, you have dated other young boys, is that correct?
maybe.
Does Kamari Outing sound familiar?
Yes,
He's a boy that you had dated, and you still were talking to him, in fact, up until the time of the crime, June of 2024. Is that correct?
we never dated, but yeah, I was talking to him.
Okay. And in fact, at some point, Isaiah Chance got upset and made phone calls to him, right?
Yes,
And you had conversations on your phone with Mr. Kamari Outing, where you two discussed that. Isn't that true?
I believe so.
And they were still on your phone. They were backed up. They were saved on your phone, and they were on your phone on June 23rd of 2024. You never deleted these messages that you had with Kamari Outing. Isn't that correct?
I mean, I have to see the message. I don't know. What is that message?
Okay. Your Honor, I'll approach the witness. Would looking at those messages help refresh your recollection?
Yes,
Ms. Andrews, if you'll take a look at this. Ms. Andrews, you recognize these messages from your phone?
yes,
And Kamari Outing, he was a member of 1200, isn't that correct?
no,
No? I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 75C12. That's a photo of you with Kamari Outing that was still on your phone. Isn't that true, ma'am?
that's not Kamar.
That's not Kamari?
That's my cousin,
Okay, what's your cousin's name?
Marcus.
Marcus? Okay. And in this messaging with Kamari, he's upset because Isaiah Chance has called him and basically told him that you're with him and that you're pregnant, and you're still trying to get Kamari Outing to talk to you, right? Isn't that true, ma'am?
Yeah, that's my best friend.
And he doesn't want you because of Isaiah Chance, correct? In fact, you're the one that keeps on insisting that he not block you and that you and him continue to talk. Is that correct?
Yeah, but the message behind that, that's my best friend. And Isaiah called him and was just going on and on about, he didn't want him to, he was giving him a reason to not text me back, to not talk to me. That's what that was about.
And so despite the fact that Isaiah Chance doesn't want you to have anything to do with him, you're fine with disobeying what Isaiah Chance wants because this is your best friend, right?
Yeah, and at the time I sent that, I was at home in my bed. I was not with Isaiah.
But all of these messages are still saved and on your iPhone, right?
I mean, I guess so.
They were, not you guessed. They're on your iPhone, right?
They're my iCloud.
Yes. And so your iCloud backs up your iPhone, ma'am. Isn't that true?
I'm not sure how that works, but I think so.
Okay. You don't recognize these messages? Something that you typed and you received on your little pink iPhone?
I believe so.
Okay. And your phone is also password protected, right?
Yes.
Because certainly when Isaiah Chance is using your phone that night on June 23rd of 2024, at some point when you're walking in that parking lot, your phone locks up, right?
Yes.
And you have to enter in your password.
Yes.
And so that's what happens with an iPhone. After your iPhone is not being activated over a lengthy period of time, a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, it does what?
It locks.
And so what do you have to do every time that happens?
Unlock it.
And obviously Isaiah Chance didn't know your password because you're standing there right next to him, and what does he have to do?
He asked for the password that first time, but he's looking at me.
And I'm going to show you States Exhibit 34. You know who this is, right? Charles Jones.
Yes.
You have known who he was since 2021 when you were at Rains High School, right?
I knew of him, yes.
You were well aware of him, right? This is something that you discussed a lot with your friend Jewel Jordan.
I only discussed him maybe 2 times.
At the time when you were doing that, did you date somebody by the nickname K Shorty?
We weren't dating.
You didn't date him either, right?
No.
You weren't upset talking about Jewel Jordan and Julio Charles Jones recruiting all these young men that were getting shot up in this gang war?
I wouldn't say upset. I was just gossiping.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. But this is State 75C.
So I want to give some context here. Basically, what the state is doing is trying to say that she was in cahoots with this because she knew about all the politics. But what this girl told them on the onset, everybody was talking about this because it was Jacksonville and they would go live. So everybody knew about the beefs. And people would have their little own conversation to themselves. And when they got her phone, they looked at all of these conversations that she was having with her best friend about the situations that they were looking at on Facebook and Instagram. And they trying to say that she basically had malice towards Julio because of what she was saying to her friend, like in 2021, you know. So that's what it is.
13. This is a photograph with you and K Shorty.
Yes, that's Therese.
Okay. And do you see what he's doing there?
Yeah.
He's throwing up a 12.
I don't know what the sign means. I
I have
mean,
no idea what that means. But you're posting this on TikTok, right? You love TikTok. You've talked about,
Yeah.
right? You posted on TikTok. You're both posing together.
yes, ma'am.
And despite the fact that you intimately know a lot of people who are associated with these gangs, you have no idea what it means when he's throwing up that sign.
No, I don't.
No idea whatsoever.
Overall, go ahead.
You followed Charles Jones on Instagram, isn't that correct?
Maybe back then.
Did you ever unfollow him?
Probably.
You were still following him when this crime occurred, right, on Instagram?
I don't remember following him.
You don't remember? You never looked and you never saw any of these advertisements that Julio was going to be in Tampa on June 22nd?
No, I never seen those.
You did not like Julio back in 2021. Isn't that true, ma'am?
I mean, I wouldn't say a personal issue. When you say like him, didn't like him.
I'm going to show you States Exhibit 75C2, conversation that you had with Jewel Jordan. So I want you to read what you texted to her back on January 19th of 2021.
I said, but if you think about it, everybody gets everybody. People from out east this, they side, so of course they gonna say something, but it don't even be Papa like that, what? Like that for real. Julio be the one talking shit, then all his little niggas come, then other extra people.
Okay. So you are talking about out east, correct? That is a territory of 1200.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're talking about how the people in 1200 dish they side, correct? And then you're also talking about Papa, that's little Papa, right?
Yes.
And who's little Papa?
He's a rapper.
And you know that he also has a gang affiliation, is that correct?
I mean, he doesn't claim it, so I don't know.
You know your boyfriend Isaiah Chance is in a gang, isn't that true?
I don't know that.
That's something you've told your best friend since you were little, Jewel Jordan, that you knew that he was in a gang and that he was in it.
I never told her that.
You never
I
said
I
that?
heard allegations of it. So when I asked him, he denies it. So of course I took his word.
In this particular conversation, you then say, again, talking about Julio, let's go down here. I want you to tell the jury what then you texted in response to Jewel Jordan saying that they keep killing each other. And we're talking about the gang war in Jacksonville, right? 1200 against 6 Block. ATK against 6 Block, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's see, what did you text her?
I said right, so it's gonna go
And
on.
I'm sorry, Ms. Andrews, if you don't mind, you speak very quickly, so if you could just speak slowly, because I'm seated next to you and I'm having trouble hearing you. So
Okay.
thank you very much.
I said right, so it's gonna go on, and they keep saying let leak rest, but I'm sure the other side be feeling like that, so it's gonna keep repeating, and yeah, they know what come with it, so charge it to the game, go retaliate or something. They sitting up there rapping, but that's y'all homeboy. Just do what y'all have to do. They don't be in Jacksonville, so I doubt they care about anybody here or the upcoming rappers.
So Leaky is another person that has died in this gang war, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're well aware of that, correct?
Yes, ma'am. He went to middle school with me.
So you have somebody who went to middle school that died in this gang war, and you had somebody who went to Rains High School that died in this gang war, is that correct?
Yeah, I heard of it, but I'm not friends with him.
Well, you say you're not friends with Spaz, right? Joe Rod Adams, correct?
Yeah, I'm not friends with him.
But he wasn't the only one that got shot in that Rains High School shooting, was he?
I mean, I think so.
Will also got shot in that high school shooting. Will Go Crazy, the person who you communicate with on your phone, right? You know who Will is.
I wouldn't say like that. He texts me and he tries to talk to me like I'm cute. People are gonna start talking to me like that.
He's who Jewel Jordan was talking about when she said that you two had a friend that was injured at the shooting at Rains High School, correct?
Yeah, when she says friend, she means associate.
So I didn't ask you that, but what her wording up there was friends, right?
Yes.
And he got shot in the arm. His name is Will Royal. He went to high school with you at Rains High School, right?
I believe so.
You believe so or you know so?
I don't remember his last name being Royal, so that's why I said I believe so.
Okay, let's not call him Will Royal. Let's call him Will, who got shot in the left arm the same day that Spaz, Joe Rod Adams, got killed at Rains High School when you were attending there.
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes, Will.
So what are you texting your friend Jewel Jordan on 1/21 of 2021?
You want me to read it?
Yes, ma'am.
I said it was deleted by the time I got up, but Julio had said Julio had said it, but everybody kind of knew that. It was just once that time he got shot, and I forgot the boy that died with him at the Reigns game, but the boy Robert ain't even knew that, even though he on the 6th side. It was Bibby, and Will knew that, but Bibby died like 3 weeks later, so that was crazy.
Okay. And so who we're talking about right now, that you claim not to know his last name, is the very person you are texting Jewel Jordan about, right? Will.
Yes, ma'am.
So you knew him well enough to be texting to your friend Jewel Jordan after the high school shooting at Rains, correct?
Yes, he was known.
And the other person that you are mentioning in this same sentence is Robert. You're referring to Robert Howard, the person who actually went to prison for manslaughter for that shooting, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're also mentioning Bibby, is that correct?
Yes.
Bibby is a nickname. It is a gang nickname, isn't it, Miss Andrews?
I didn't know his real name. I'm just referring to him as Bibby.
Okay. Because Bibby is the way that the people who you hang out with refer to him, right?
No, the people on the internet refer to him as Bibby.
That's right. And that's how they know him, by his
Yes.
gang name.
I mean, I wouldn't know if it's his gay name.
Do you think Bibby is his legal name?
I don't know him personally to know, so.
And then Jewel Jordan responds, OMG, LMFA, what does that mean?
Laughing my fucking ass off.
Everybody kind of knew. They all had comments to calling. You guys are also watching what is going on social media between these warring rival gangs, aren't you?
Yeah, that day we're actually referring to a post, so we're reading the comments, but instead of putting it in the comments, we're texting it to each other.
Now I want you to read to the jury what you texted your friend Jewel Jordan on January 21st of 2021.
I said, girl, I don't like Julio. Laugh my fucking ass off, ugly ass bitch. He need to die. And that was Will friend. Fuck the cold shit. Then I said, bitch, he shot me and my friend died. Yeah, I'm pointing out who did it.
And so you don't like Julio. That's fair to say. Back in 2021, you didn't like him.
Yeah, that was my opinion when I was 17 years old.
And your exact words were, he need to die, correct?
Yeah, but I didn't mean it literally. I'm 17 just gossiping.
Okay. But you really are talking about your friend Will And you're saying, fuck that coach shit. If he shot me and my friend died, you're referring to Will and his friend Spaz that died.
Yeah, I was saying he knew probably who killed his friend. He should have spoke up. I'm saying it was my friend. I'm going to tell who did it.
So you were upset that 6 Block and you believe 6 Block and Julio Fulio's group were responsible for your friend getting shot, correct?
I mean, that was what was on the internet, and I wasn't upset. I mean, I'm just gossiping. I really don't care, honestly.
And then you emphasized it, right?
No, she emphasized
She
it.
emphasized it. Then I want you to go down here and say what you said, 1/22 of 2021.
I said, bitch, hold on, because I think Julio talking about Therese and his friends left my ass up. I do not like him.
Okay. And tell us again who Therese is.
Therese is the person I'm in a picture with.
And then what did you say?
I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together. I was reading the comments.
And then what did you say here?
No, that's her talking.
Oh,
At
I'm
the
sorry.
top.
What did Jewel Jordan say in
She
response?
said, that is Julio, though. He recruit a bunch of dumbass niggas who willing to die.
And then what was your response to that?
I said, right, and he started to realize. But first time I saw him, that shit clicked on. When Julio called, we all in the garage, he talking about, nigga always want me to ride with him when he down here, so I could be the one that died, not him. I ain't nobody guard. I said, bitch, I was dying.
And what do you mean when you texted that?
I was in the garage with Therese one day, like just chilling, and one of his, I think that was his cousin, somebody older, and he gets a call from Julio, and he, I think, asked him to ride somewhere, and he tells the friend, like, at the phone, he goes, he said, I'm not riding nowhere with him. I'm not gonna die. And I just sent it to my friend. I'm like, well, I'm over here laughing about it.
And you said Isaiah Chance, you did not know he was in a gang. Is that correct?
I mean, I heard people say it, but when I asked him, he says he's not. Codependents were trying to have me jumped, so I just do what I have to do.
Jay, I think she's 21. I think she's 21.
You could tell too.
Mm-hmm. For real. She, man, every time they swing, she swing back. I don't know how much help it's gonna be for her, but she had an answer for everything. I said, damn.
I don't know. I think it might work. It could work against her because, I'm cute. People gonna try this. It could it seem like she's cold. I mean, because you have to seem a certain way to the jury, and she could come off as being cold and callous and capable.
And that's a fact. That's a fact. And as we get further into this, that's another instance where I think she does come off as being just that. So, yeah, it's crazy.
You were also safely in jail. Isn't that true, ma'am?
I want to say safely. You can get in a fight at any time.
Okay. There are all kinds of deputies. Is that correct?
Yes, all of them don't do their job also. So.
And we're not talking about your safety from other people. We're specifically talking about your safety from Isaiah Chance, someone you claim to be so afraid of that you will go along and do anything for him, right?
I wouldn't do anything for him, but
You wouldn't go along with a murder plot for him?
no, he never told me anything about a murder plot.
And you wouldn't try to call him multiple times incorrectly from the jail, right?
What do you mean incorrectly?
You're not allowed to phone another inmate, can you?
I don't call him like that, so what do you mean?
You're right, you don't call him like that. You have to break policy of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and do some kind of three-way call involving Isaiah Chance's mother. Isn't that true?
Yeah, we do that.
You do it all the time, right?
Yes, when he asks for me, I do it.
As for you, you have to initiate your own phone call. He can't call you in the jail either, can he?
I said when he asks for me, I do it. If he tells me to call, I'm gonna call.
It's not just that he answers for you. You can't call him directly. Isn't that true, ma'am?
No, I can't.
You have to coordinate and you have to make arrangements with some third party who is not in jail so that you can talk to him. Isn't that true?
Yes, and like I said, it goes back to me keeping him happy. I don't want to cause any issues while I'm sitting here. If he gets mad, if I don't call him, it's no telling what he's going to say. I'm the odd one out of this. They can all turn around and say, oh, it was Alicia, and I'm not getting in the middle of that. So I keep him happy while I'm here. He wants me to call, he wants to talk to me, let him know about the baby. He lets me know, I let him know I'm okay. That's what I do.
You call him 5 to 10 times a day in there.
Yes, when he says call back, I call back.
And you also do messages. There's a kiosk system where you can kiosk with him. Isn't that correct?
Yes, he texts me and I text him.
And you have intimate conversations about your case, don't you?
Yes, when he asks, I let him know.
And he sends you messages which could be called sexting, right?
Yeah, he do. I keep him happy, like I said.
And you're no longer in a relationship with him, correct?
No, he thinks that.
And you call him multiple times a day, every day, for several months. Isn't that true?
Yes, like I said, I'm doing what I have to do. I'm not going to let him know. I'm not going to get on the phone and act like it's a change. I'm acting the same. I'm doing what I have to do.
Ma'am, you understand you're on trial for first-degree murder, right?
Yes, I do.
And it's for hanging out with him.
I do.
And you are still protecting him, right? To this day, you're protecting him.
I'm not protecting him.
You are still calling him and communicating with him, aren't you?
Yes, it's not protecting him, though.
So much so that you call his mother, right?
I do.
And you have been advised, and you report to his mother that you don't care that your attorneys tell you not to talk to him. You're going to do it anyway, right?
Yes, because I feel like that's the best way to do it.
So you are so desperate to talk to him and have communication with him, you don't even care if it may be hurtful to your case.
I wouldn't say desperate, because when I did disappear and listened, he texted me from another person and said, why are you not listening to me? Why are you not responding? When are you going to get it through your big red forehead? And all these other things. So I started back talking to him.
So now again, you're talking to him because you're still afraid of him, right? Even though he is locked up for first-degree murder charges and cannot go near you.
I didn't say physically come to me. I'm talking about other people.
You take advice from him, don't you?
I listen to it.
He discusses the case with you many, many times. Isn't that true?
Yes, because he knows I don't know, so he tries to make sure I know everything.
In fact, he tells you to kind of stay strong because the state thinks you're the weaker link. Has he told you that before?
Yes, he told me that.
Have you responded to him on, let's see. What's the date? Recently is June 27th of 2025. Did you tell them half the witnesses are dead, you're listening to Jacksonville, and they don't solve shit? I'm just lost because this is all pointless.
Said what?
Did you say to him, half of their witnesses are dead, you're listening to Jacksonville, and they don't solve shit? I'm just lost because this is all pointless.
Yes, I told him, and that's my opinion. I don't understand why I'm here. It's really about them.
So you're still talking about what you're charged with him.
Yeah, he's aware, so I can say that.
And he tries to tell you what you should do in your case, right? And he tries to tell you what is the plan about the Airbnb. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Yeah, and I don't control him, so he talks about what he wants to talk about.
Don't you say in response to him telling you all that, you don't got to say all that. Don't walk me through those stops. You said that, right?
Yeah, I stop him when he talks about the case because I already kind of know that. So he tries to let me know, and I already know.
It's not because you've already discussed what you two are going to say that you're on some kind of vacation to Tampa.
No, we haven't.
That's not what you're referring
talked
to?
about that, no. He's talking about the girl in the Airbnb.
On July 5th, 2025, you didn't tell his mother that you made the defense attorney's investigator so mad because you told him you're not going to leave until you want to and that they can't tell you who you can talk to, we're specifically referring to him. Isn't that true?
I was referring to other people too, but him too.
Because you are not going to give him up. Isn't that true?
Like I say, I'm doing what I think I should do to keep him happy.
And that is calling him hundreds of times, multiple times a day.
Yes, you don't see those messages when he asks. He says, can you call? I need you to call. Are you okay? How are you? How's the baby?
So at some point, when I say you guys are off and on, there are times where he doesn't want to talk to you. Isn't that true, ma'am?
At times.
And there are times that he blocks you, right?
Yes.
And right before, let's talk about June 17th of 2024, right? This is
Yes.
within a couple of weeks of this happening, right?
I think a couple of days. Yeah.
June 17th, 2024, he blocked you. So you got to resort to a text now chat, right? That's not a normal means of texting on an iPhone, right? This is a special app.
Yeah, that's the app, but pertaining to him, I always text on text now when he blocks me.
So he's blocked you before, right?
Yes, whenever he's mad, he blocks me.
So sometimes he's ended communication and broken up with you, right?
Not broken up, he just goes off for a day or two.
And so can you read to the jury what it is you texted this person that you're afraid of.
Oh, I said, bitch, you a sicko. While you blocking me over a call, I didn't even initiate. Trying to act like you mad, and I make people comfortable.
You need to speak, I'm sorry, Ms. Andrews, the court reporter's got to take down what you're
My
saying,
bad.
so you got to speak real slow, okay?
I said, bitch, you a sicko. While you blocking me over a call, I didn't even initiate. Trying to act like you mad, and I make people comfortable. I didn't do shit to make nobody feel comfortable. It was out the fucking blue. Why the fuck are you acting like it's my problem? You just wanted to have a reason to talk. I messed up when I was typing. To talk to ugly bitches you talk to. Everybody you come across and you touch, you fuck them up. You're not even mentally there and stable in the head for a relationship. Even when I didn't do shit to your ass or start a conversation, you still fucking mad. The fuck. And then I said, and you acting like I'm not pregnant. You're gonna talk to me one day, so I don't give a fuck about your attitude. And I said, bye, bitch.
So this reconciliation that you're talking about, this is what he is trying to stop communication with you, right?
This is one of the things he do. So when you say stop communication, he just disappears for a day. He doesn't even really mean it. He's gonna pop up the next day and be like, what you doing?
So you weren't trying to make this jury think when you first testified that there was domestic violence in your relationship and this reconciliation was you trying to get back with him and him trying to reconcile with you because of something he did, right?
Wait, can you repeat it?
Yes, I can. You're not trying to make this jury believe that he was the one trying to reconcile with you after he hit you or something, are you?
I don't know what you mean by that pertaining to the message. I'm just cursing him out.
No, I said when you guys get back together, I thought you told the defense attorney on your direct that this was some kind of reconciliation trip. You guys were trying to get back together, right?
It was. After I sent that, he did eventually end up texting me, not on there, but he texted my phone and we're back cool. We always do that.
And why is his little brother coming on this reconciliation trip with you?
I mean, I don't know that. That's something you have to ask him. I didn't know he was even going.
But you know where you were going, right?
Yes, he invited me and I thought it was going to be us two.
And it wasn't, right?
Yeah.
And you get to an Airbnb and you're only there for a day.
Yes.
And you go nowhere except for 3 clubs, is that correct?
Yeah, in McDonald's.
And again, not with him and Damian Murphy, right?
Yes.
So what exactly was planned for this trip where you two were going to get back together after fighting?
It wasn't necessarily get back together. It was just to spend time. I didn't have a plan. Oh, we get down here, go here, go here. If we go out, we go out. If we don't, I would be fine with that too.
So now it's not a reconciliation trip.
No, we are getting back cool, but I'm saying it wasn't a big deal to go out nowhere. That was his decision.
You kind of just testified that he didn't spend any alone time with you that entire night, right?
He was up there, but eventually he would go his own way.
Okay.
And so, listen, Neo says she's pretty damn solid for a young girl, regardless of how wild this story is. Yeah, it is. And she really. Do y'all believe the fact that she says she spends all this time on the phone with him because she feels like she's the odd person out, and if she presents the image that she's trying to cross him, that he can actually get her hit in there. That's basically what she's saying.
That's what she said.
That's basically what she's saying. Mm-hmm.
So she's scared of him.
Yeah. She earlier in the trial, she showed pictures of where he done put hands and feet on her a couple of times.
I can believe that. Look like somebody put hands on her. Her eye kind of swelled up right there.
Exactly.
So she's saying that she's presenting that she's afraid of him, or it could be she's afraid of him, or maybe she's a down chick. Maybe that's probably what it's gonna come down to. Was she afraid of him, or is she just loyal? Trying to be loyal.
That's true too.
Because they're saying she was the one that dropped the location, right?
No. They had everything they needed. She was alone, but nobody knows her role. She said that she just went down there with him, not knowing that other people were gonna be there. That's her whole stance. She didn't know other people were gonna be there. And this was supposed to have been like time for them to ride out so they could talk because they had been on the outs. But I mean, it's a little far fetched to me. But I do appreciate how she's on this stand, and she pretty much
But why
holding
would
her
he take
own.
her down there if he knew he was going on a mission?
Exactly.
That's what I
Exactly.
can't understand. Why would he put her in the midst of that?
Yeah. It looks like he don't really give a crap about her because he didn't take his phone. He used her phone the whole time that he was down there, and
So that's how
that's
she's gotten entangled.
exactly
Look
exactly
like he wanted it to trace back to her or something.
exactly. You know, so yeah, this is some sick sadistic stuff right here.
Mhm.
You know, so
Well,
whew,
it's
we're gonna
been three
see.
hours. I'm gonna have to. I know
Go
it was
ahead.
good, but I'm gonna have to get off because
Yeah,
I got to study.
I
Y'all
feel
know,
you.
I was just looking, waiting on the segue because
Yeah,
y'all know my brain is stuck on studying again. It's a
yeah.
one track brain. I was on here for 3 hours. That's longer than I've been on here since I started the second half of the semester. But I got a test that's got to be in before 11:59 tonight. Y'all know how it gets about tests.
Yeah.
I gotta
She's
study. I
she's
gotta study
obsessed.
for about an hour, and then I gotta take that test.
It is.
He'll get ready to go live. Y'all go over there. I'll be in the bushes while I'm studying. I'll be
Mm,
listening while I'm reading.
yeah, I pull up. I pull up. Yeah, man. I have a little story time with y'all too. So
Okay.
it might not be long because we've been on here for a minute. So, but I'll pop out and we'll finish this. We'll finish this. So
Well,
salute to everybody that came through, man.
mhm. Well, Hilda, I'm glad that you're doing better and that you're back. And we glad to see you get ready to rock out. Okay, everybody been waiting on you
Absolutely.
to come back. Hey,
Man.
God ain't nobody God but God. God is a healer, and things are always just when the devil think he gonna creep in and think that sickness or something like that is going to creep up on you, God will alert his people and you get to where you need to be just in time. Okay. And then, hey, that's why we always want to serve the God that Isaac and Abraham and Jacob served. Okay.
Absolutely.
'Cause he
Absolutely.
was healing back in the Bible days. He's doing the same miracles today that he was doing back then. No weapon. Okay. No weapon, no demon, no spell, no nothing. This right here is a testament that you always covered.
That's for real. And you know the whole story. So
I know the whole story.
come on, man.
So ain't nobody God but God. Even when the enemy tries to creep in, uh, God will stop him and stop it right in the beginning. Okay, and listen, it's always good because I know a lot of men have pride and but your body will talk to you, will let you know when something is wrong. That's how God made our bodies, right?
Absolutely.
um Sometimes we want to ignore it. Your body is not supposed to hurt or anything like that. When you feel like something is wrong, go and see about yourself. And listen, what God just did was let Hitter know that he's still serving miracles up. He don't get old, he just keeps serving.
That's it. That's it. Yes, indeed. And I'm grateful. I'm eternally grateful.
Hmm.
For real, for real.
Ain't no
And to
devil
the,
creep up on a person that's covered.
that's it. Yes, indeed. Neo, hey man, don't get in the wind. We finna crank this thing up, man.
I know that's right. Y'all go there to hear the page. I'm getting ready to study for my philosophy test tonight. Listen, I really enjoyed you all. Thank everybody that sent the cash apps. You guys, I really appreciate it. Okay, everybody that sent cash apps. Um, hey, I'm gonna get back on tomorrow. Or maybe I'll get on in the morning or something like that if I'm in the mood, if I don't get in the wind in the morning. But hey, I love you all. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate Hilda and Cypress for pulling up tonight. This was a fun night. Okay. I want you all to know that, hey, I just listen, the support and the love that you all give and the when you reach out to me on Facebook and on Instagram, even though I'm not on here as much, trying to keep me abreast of what's going on. Hey, or you look for me when I'm not on as much. I really appreciate that so much. I do. I really appreciate that more than anything. Hey, as we I look forward to like getting into other topics and things of that nature, and having families and stuff on just like I used to do, you know. And
Right.
hey, that's just where that's where my heart is. And talking about the news, you know, the elections are getting ready to go on around the Memphis area, and I think it's an election year for a whole lot of different states. So you know, we'll be talking to quite a few people. I do know that I am in talks with actually basically is agreed to do it. Just got to find a whenever his schedule is availability, and that is District Attorney Steve Mulroy. And as I said, I already told him that on this channel we don't attack people. We know how to ask questions and stuff, and be tactful and tasteful, and we just don't throw attacks. I don't believe in getting people having people as a guest and then letting people attack them. That's that we grown people over here. So um hey, you get more bees with honey. Okay, so we need to, if there's something that you want to know, because I'm gonna open up um I may open up the phone lines or something like that. I'm gonna figure out a way to do it to keep the damn fools on a leash, okay, that don't normally be up in here, that be in the bushes. This be their opportunity to come out slobbing and boogers and shit running all out their nose, wanting to try to act a fool. But it won't happen over here though. Okay. You gone on back to the nut house. Okay. When they get out, they escape the nut house. They want to, I don't know what it is about my channel. When they fumble, they come stumbling out of the meth house or the nut house. They come right into this chat. Okay. But we're gonna send your ass back, and we're gonna talk to Steve, and okay, and we're gonna get some understanding on some things, okay, and we're gonna do it in decency and in order. Praise the Lord. Anyway, Hitta, you go on and go live, and I appreciate you coming on here. I'm glad that you're back 100%, okay. And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be in the bushes, okay, because I'm gonna be in the bushes studying my philosophy, because like my mama says, you done lost your mind on studying. I
Yeah.
have.
Mm-hmm. Ain't
All
nothing
right,
wrong
you
with
got
that.
what you say, Hilda?
I say ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, y'all make sure y'all go over to the Alabama Hilda page. He's get ready to come. What time he coming on?
Now. Do
Okay,
it
get ready to
now.
come on right now. So we're on our way over there. I love you all. Y'all have a good night.